Hello. Welcome to Tabletop Simulator, where
Hey.
we play card games and not tabletop games.
Hey.
I actually have a mission for you guys. Can we put the cards away, please?
Oh.
Thank you. Um, yeah. I don't know, I can't think of a, coherent way to get into it, so I'm just gonna get into it because fuck it. First things first, yeah, I need better music for this again. It's all about the music. Oh no. Hi, friends.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
So, last time we were all together, you guys got to see how your crew met and ended up with a very fancy ship that you guys probably shouldn't have. Um, since then, it's been some time. It's been like a bunch of time. It's been like months. And you have all aged very rapidly. No. Yeah, on your, prison break, you gained some pals or some stowaways, hitchhikers, some friends. Um, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying with words. I'm trying with words. You brought some people on board. Um, some other Voshians that one of them was very severely injured. Um, one of them helped. Uh, One of them appears to be a doctor who helped fix the other dude back up. And I guess I could tell you like their names and stuff. Well, no, it's not. So so there's two the Brotians, two bros. They're actually brothers. Interesting. And one of them, the one who wasn't gravely injured, he's really big but like thick more than really built. He's very tall. No, shut up. Stop. Both of you have to go away now. It's just flee on a ship with these Phocians.
I mean, don't even need devotions.
So yeah, he's very like he's thick, not like super defined muscles, but like he's a very large Phocian. But You could also tell, like, I'm thinking of, you know, like Beast from X-Men. He's a very kind of relaxed, gentle giant sort of a thing going on. Beast from X-Men? Can't play anything with you guys.
Sorry, just keep going.
I'm being good for once.
I was too.
You said the thick thing.
The one thing. See?
Okay, now you're all banned, and it's just gonna be me talking to myself in space. From the comfort of space, me telling myself a story. So this big potion. His name is Vickery. You guys call it. He's okay with people calling him Vic. And his brother, who was the one who was shot and bleeding out, who needed very urgent medical attention when you guys brought him onto your ship. His name is Ishtal, and he is shorter than Vic, but you can tell he's more of a fighter type, more military type. He's more aggressive. Once he started getting, recovering from his wounds, you can kind of tell his personality is more forward than Vic, and whereas Vic just is very calm and wise, Ishtal likes to get into people's faces. And so they've been on your ship for a while, and as you know, the ship's really quite big. It's supposed to, well, it can carry 50 people comfortably, and you are a group of 5. So there's a lot of space in your spaceship. I hope you're proud of me. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of empty and quiet sometimes. Well, most of the time. There's the place where Ishtal got got fixed up was a kind of med bay that didn't have any power in it. It seems like when you guys escaped, when you finally got into the clear and you got to check out the ship, it seemed like only certain sections of the ship had power, only emergency sections of the ship, and Flea's been trying to get it all up and running, but it's complicated. It's very large, so you've been slowly getting power routed to sections that you needed to, like the med bay and the pilot. Everything is all powered, and not everything that would need to be under emergency, but you're slowly getting it up and running. And you've been drifting around, mostly trying to fly low under the radar, because you guys picked up a lot of heat in that sector you're in. Breck was the sector you're in. At some point, you guys made your way over to the next system over, called Iota. There's nobody looking for you here, which is nice. So there's less to hide from, but still you're in a really big stolen ship. It's your focus right now has been surviving and trying to figure out what to do after that, I guess. Um so it's been months. It's you guys are a crew now. You're slowly starting to discover more stuff on your ship that is coming to life, but also you've been, upgrading it. You guys have gone on, like we did in the last session. You guys had some mini adventures to get some cool upgrades for your ship, and you're forming a little thing. You got a little thing going on here.
I just want to say that Bosch does. What's the name of the more serious one? Of the dudes, the Brosians.
I should tell you. I should put it in. Yeah, Ishtal.
Ishtal. I want to say that Bosch messes with Ishtal a lot, when possible.
So this is like a really boring technical question, but I can't remember. But I feel like after the session finished, there was a bit that we talked about where there was like XP from learning from each other or something like that, and I can't remember what it was, and I don't remember if I did it.
Well, it would be on your sheet if you had done it.
Well, that's a question. Where would I even find it?
At the bottom for playbook advancement, or on the tracks above your stats. Anything that's like those sort of rectangles is like an XP track.
Right. Yeah, actually, I think I did put it in. I've got 2 there, so I assume that's correct.
Could be, probably.
Never mind. Ignore me.
It's probably correct. And also probably a good time to say, because it's been months, everybody can erase whatever harm or stress you accumulated from the last quote-unquote mission. It wasn't really a mission, or it sort of was a mission. It's just yeah. It's been a while. You're not stressed. And Flea's not shocked. So everybody's just gonna start clean, well rested. In your adventures in that time that you've spent together, you have made a contact, and this contact is a popular performer, and she is called Ada Black. Yeah, she's nice.
Michelle?
Yep.
Is she a hologram?
She is not a hologram, but she uses them profusely. Her performances are like not necessarily concerts so much as like light shows, like holographic experiences. Okay, Bosch and Flea get to hang out with Ada. She's really into... She's kind of got this, like, weird artsy side, but her concerts are a mix of, like, raves, and, like, EDM shows. She likes experimenting with a lot of different things, but she will always have holograms and like video projections and stuff that go with the show, because She likes it. She likes it being multi-dimensional, visual. You guys, got to know her somehow that I'm sure we'll figure out at some point. Or maybe this is a question. Maybe it's a question. How do you guys know? How do you guys know Ada? Some brain, like, the suggestions.
I mean, I like used to be a rich boy, so I could have been in the like socialite scene. Well, I haven't been around for years. Maybe not.
Well, you guys could have done a job for her while you guys were, or like gotten to know her somehow while you guys were crew. Maybe you got backstage tickets.
We all
Maybe-
just bonded over a love for her music.
May-
We're like, let's get backstage tickets. Oh my god.
Maybe you won
I mean-
them in a lottery.
Would she? I mean, jumping ahead a bit, but I'm assuming that she's some sort of rebel sympathizer. Would she have like maybe contacted us and been like, "Oh, here's some
Ooh,
backstage tickets," and we'd be like, "What
maybe.
the fuck? Why would this fucking pop girl give us backstage tickets?"
This is true though. She does. She likes doing she likes doing concerts like for something like she does a lot of charity events and awareness sorts of things. And she loves to she's anti hegemony, but yeah, she'd really like you guys now that I think about it. So maybe you guys got some tickets at some point. It was like a you know what it was. You know those like calls where people are like, "Oh, hey, you want a trip to this thing? You just gotta go to this place and give us your credit card information, and then you can go on this free trip." It's probably one of those, but like then you actually got the thing. But anyway, so she calls you guys, she contacts you guys, saying that she's holding a show in Iota. It's on this kind of, she has this kind of mobile stadium, she can kind of use as a satellite, or people tend to use as a satellite. So it's this cool, like, really big, I mean, independent stadium that kind of floats around in between planets, and people, like, it's a popular venue for people who want to hold concerts for lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people. And it's all decked out with all the hologram shit she needs, so. She wants you guys to meet her there, a couple days before her show. And yeah, I guess that's what she does. And I guess in the spirit of Blades, you're just gonna go there. I'll say that you guys are there. And it's groovy. She is doing a sound check right now. When you guys approach, and you guys come up through the backstage, and there's stage people running around and technical people going back and forth, and there's a lady standing near the stairs that lead up to the stage that she's like kind of very light purpley color. That's her skin color. And she's wearing a kind of like she's wearing kind of businessy type outfits compared to like the roadies and the dancers and everybody that are in very flashy clothing. She's more toned down but very like smartly dressed. And she is kind of standing in the middle of everything, telling people where to go and what to do. And when people ask her, people will like come up and ask her things and then run away and back and forth. So she kind of seems in charge here. And Ada is up on the stage. She's doing like a sound check. She doesn't have her full holograms going on right now, but it's just mostly her on the stage. There's kind of sparkles and kind of glowing lines that kind of pulse to the beat as she's going, and she's wearing a really crazy outfit that shouldn't exist. Like it shouldn't work, you know, like physically. It's like, I'm trying to figure out a way to describe it that's not like super anime, like in quotation marks. But
Is there something wrong with super anime?
it's super anime. It's like, you know, in like anime, and you look at an outfit and you're just like, no, that wouldn't work in real life. It's like way too flashy and way too like all over the place. She's wearing that, and she's just like hopping around the stage by herself, and like just looks like she's having fun with all these lights going on around her. And the purple boss lady, light purple alien lady, sees you guys and calls you over through all the, you know, technical people running around.
Oh, sorry. Is the purple alien lady not Ada?
She is not Ada. Ada is up on stage.
It's a different purple lady. Different lady who was purple.
Ada is
Okay.
not purple.
Cool. Go over to her, I guess.
So you know her. She is her name is Dahlia. She is like, she's kind of like the stage director. / manager for Ada. She's in control of a lot of things. She programs a lot of the holograms and the software and stuff. And she goes, "Hey, oh, you guys made it, thank goodness. Ada's just doing a sound check, so just give us like 2 minutes."
Sure.
And then she turns around before you even say anything because somebody tapped her on the shoulder to ask her something. And then she goes
Turn
back to
to
business.
Flea and give him like a little like rude face.
Shrug.
Bosh is just looking at all the things.
There's lots of things. There's lots of computery things. There's lots of flashing lights. Like her stage, you know from her performances, is gonna have a lot of cool like atmospheric shit on it. But backstage is also lit up like crazy, just less artistically. There's a lot of wires and a lot of hovering flashing lights that you can't really make sense of, and sometimes Dahlia pulls up holographics. She pulls up a device that or like a ring that projects like a holographic sphere over her hand and taps on it sometimes. That changes some things, and it's just it's a coordinated chaos back here. But after a couple minutes, Ada comes back down off the stage, and as she comes down the stairs from the stage, you see her crazy anime outfit disappears, and she is just wearing It's like a skin tight white kind of bodysuit with blue, like a blue mesh over top of it. And yeah, so like her stage outfit dissolves and then just reveals like that she's just wearing that as she comes down. And runs. She's all giggly and she's all happy, and she runs over to Dahlia and gives her a kiss on the cheek, and then runs over to you guys, and then just goes over and hugs each of you.
Oh, ill.
Ooh, yep.
Bosch very enthusiastically returns it.
God, would she hug Flea though? That is, I don't imagine most people would.
She probably would.
Oh, that's so sweet.
A single tear
She's
comes
very
down, hugs
nice.
Flea's face.
She's very nice. And she comes over and she's all, oh my god, you guys, thank goodness you're here. I thought, like, I was kind of worried you guys were, like, busy, but, like, I'm super glad that you could come because I kind of want to, like, I want you guys to come to the show so badly.
Oof. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, Boss is uncomfortable with her level of pep.
Are there going to be lights?
Oh my god, okay, listen. Dahlia has made, like, the most amazing. She programmed this thing. Oh, okay, it's gonna be the most immersive audiovisual experience you're ever gonna see, okay?
Okay.
Okay, like, I really want you to come see it because, like, oh my god, so much work, but it's gonna be so worth it, and, like, people's minds are just blown, okay?
Bosch looks over at Voss and Flea, like genuinely pumped.
Aw.
Oh, well, that didn't work. Never mind.
Give a little smile at how much Bosch is enjoying it, at least.
Okay, but listen, you guys, okay, I have a problem, and, like, I would, okay, and she looks at Dahlia, and then looks back at you guys, and then looks at Dahlia again, and Dahlia just goes, okay, yeah, go. Okay, yeah, guys, can you come, let's go get some coffee. Do you want some coffee? Do you guys want drinks? Come over to I have a room over here, and then she starts, like, kind of pushing through, not crowd, but, like, the people who are running back and forth, tweaking things and fixing things, and kind of, like, waves you guys to follow her.
Okay.
Sorry, just real quick, because I can't remember. I may be being stupid here. Did you say are we on a planet?
It's, you know how the prison you guys were on is kind of like an isolated, like, prison? It's just on a...
Yeah.
It's just a satellite. It's like that, but it's a stadium. So it's a satellite
That is so
stadium.
cool.
Yeah. It's a prison for sound. It's gonna... Prison for your mind. It's a prison for your brains. You're gonna... It's just like out of this world, man.
Find it mildly tasteless that Ada bills it like that, having just recently escaped from a real prison for my body.
She doesn't. She does not. She does not bill it like this. But yeah. So yeah, she kind of she goes to the back of the stage and kind of weaves her way through some corridors where there's changing rooms for artists and stuff. Goes up a bunch of stairs and opens the door to this, I guess, private lounge for, the artists. It's quiet. Well, not super quiet. There's still some noise from the stage and from the stadium, but it's a nice big room. There's a big wall of windows where you can look over onto the stadium, like kind of over top of it, which it'd probably be used if there was like sports events going on here. But right now it's just the empty stadium and the sky. Oh, it's roofless right now. Just so you know. The space sky. And yeah, the place is big. There's a bar on one side. There's like long, comfy looking white couches. And she runs over to the corner where there's all these drinks and goes, "Do you guys want drinks? Coffee, like drink, like water, like anything?"
I'll take a drink, a real drink. There's a bar.
There is a bar.
God, I gotta make up some dumb.
And
Take
a
like a
milkshake.
fucking
Something
purple
similar.
nebula or whatever. Some space mixed drink.
Space drink.
That's what they call it, a purple nebula. That's what they call it in space. Do we call them like corn drinks here on Earth?
Corn.
It's not made out of a nebula. It's space themed.
Do we make Earth themed?
I'll take a
drinks?
fucking purple nebula because that's what they make in space. Maybe if we lived on more than one planet, we would start to name them after where we are.
Like the
It's implicit
Manhattan.
already that it's an Earth drink because we live on Earth.
Manhattan.
Yeah, they do make Manhattans, and I'll have a purple nebula.
Flea.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dahlia.
This is Ada. Dahlia is back on stage.
Flea. God, what was? Yeah, actually, I know. Of course, what would Flea want? Coffee, please. Coffee.
Of course, Flea would want coffee.
Do you make milkshakes?
They
Do-
make space shakes.
Do I make milkshakes? And she goes over to this machine and touches two buttons, and it starts making two drinks side by side while she goes over to where the bar is. No, sorry, this is Ada. You're talking to Ada. Dahlia, sorry, I should have named them very separately. Dahlia's back, backstage still, doing work. And Ada, you're just here alone, chilling with Ada. Ada hands you, Voss, it's a very dark purple drink that in kind of I'm trying to figure out would it be like, would a martini glass be super fancy for Voss?
Nah, man, I feel like it's a martini glass.
Okay. So it's a very, very dark purple liquid in this martini glass. It has one single ice cube in it, but the liquid has like weird, well, not weird. It's normal. Well, sort of normal. She made it kind of fancier for you. It's sparkly. There's something
Ooh.
sparkly in the liquid. It's probably fine.
It's just glitter.
It's a
It's
girl
just-
drink, Voss.
It's just straight glitter.
Excuse me?
Excuse me?
I sip on it, haughtily.
She
I turned
hands,
slightly away from Bosch and sip on it.
and by the time she's done the drink, the other machine, it's like this smooth, silver-colored machine that's like kind of looks like a fridge, but not. There's like space inside of it for like dispensing, and pulls out a coffee for Flea and a bright pink milkshake for Bosch.
Bosch is thrilled.
I believe Flea downs it in one.
And without even thinking about it, she takes it from you and then goes to refill it again while she starts talking. Okay, yeah, so guys, okay, I feel really bad because, like, I hate doing this. And, like, you know, because, look, I usually have people to deal with things that I need if I have trouble with stuff, you know? She has a new coffee for you, Flea.
Yeah, no, go. Yep, keep going.
Oh. And like I feel really bad because I always like I want to give you guys like free shit, right? Like I love giving my friends like free stuff and I don't want to like ask you for help. But okay, listen. I kind of need help with this one. If that's okay.
Oh, fucking Voss is sitting on like the fancy couch next to him, and like whatever eye is closest to Bosch is just twitching very slightly.
That was perfect. Okay, so like this is the thing. I am holding this concert and it's going to be like raising awareness for okay, it's for to raise awareness about hegemony interference in Amarath. And okay, but see, like the thing is with this planet, it's like it's so beautiful and it's like so natural, and they make so many like natural like you know so many like the the Medicants, you know, they live there and they have all of these like plants, like super plants, and you know, there's a lot of scientists there that are like super good at using these plants for stuff, and you know, they make a lot of like really nice like cleansing drinks and like you know, things that are really like organic and like really natural and like good for your body, you know. But it's also like healing stuff. Like this stuff isn't just like you know, like a fad. It heals you. Like they have actual scientists there that like seriously heal you. Okay, so and like the medicants, like I'm not like these guys are like priests. They're like actual healers, okay? And like no, like I'm not even kidding. Like these guys, they heal people. Like people go with diseases. They make pilgrimages, like poor people with life-threatening diseases or people who are dying make pilgrimages to Amarath to get healed by the Medicants. Like they go into the forest on their own and like make pilgrimages to specifically get healed by these people, you know? And like how sad is that when you're like if you're like dying or like you're trying to bring your like sick family member to them, you know? So there's so many people who go into this place. And like it breaks my heart whenever I go and I look, okay? But the problem is like okay, so it's like the Medicants are doing a really like good job, and like the scientists on Amaranth are like they're always doing like cool stuff with their plants and their medicines, but like apparently the hegemony are like interfering with it and have been showing up there, and like come on, like it's this religious natural place that people go to get cured of like horrible diseases, okay? And like we're not gonna let the hegemony privatize it, you know? Does that make sense? Like why would we do that? You know, like if they keep showing up there, it's gonna be like, oh, now you have to charge for Medicant temple access and things like that, and like all the work that they're doing to the poor will like you know, they'll like ruin it.
To the poor, for the poor.
They're healing the poor. Or the poor people. They're really poor people. But like that why would the hegemony like wanna like of course they're gonna show up and wanna make money off it. Like they got all these crazy healing things, like they're gonna wanna use it for themselves. They always do.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them, right? So like, and people don't know about this. That's the problem. Like, that's why I'm holding this concert, because people don't know about this. And I want people to get mad about it. Like, I feel like people should be more mad about it than they are. So, I'm, this concert is gonna be like Amaranth themed. It's gonna be like really like jungle themed. But there's like magic to it. You'll see. It's really cool. The thing is, like, it's really cool, and I'm really excited about it because it's like I'm really like into this cause. But I've been tipped off by someone who I trust that the hegemony is not a fan and might mess this stuff up. I think that they might like. I think it's the sort of thing like where they want to silence me. Does that make sense?
Like kill you?
Yeah. Well, not like maybe not kill me, but maybe they want to like fuck up my concert, or like stop it, or something like that. Because I think it's because I'm raising awareness for stuff that people don't know about, and they're gonna want me to like shut up about it, And like if I hold this concert and be like, hey, the hegemony is like trying to privatize Amaranth, they're gonna be like, what are you doing? We're so close to getting all this money and stuff. So that I've been told that there's something that's gonna go wrong here.
You know what you could do. You know what you could do. You could wait for them to come, and we could just put like bombs all around here, and then let them come, and then blow them all up.
But it's my concert though. Because then you'll like blow up my fans.
Yeah, it's not a
think
bad
she needs to
idea,
do that.
Queen, but
No, that's not good.
it's a good start. But we definitely need to workshop it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Here's the thing though, like, so, like, what if I'm paranoid? And what if, like, I'm just thinking about this too hard and then nothing happens? I don't want to have crazy amount of armed security and stuff at my show, So I just thought maybe if I had some people who could go and, like, hang out incognito, but also be on the ready just in case anything fucks up.
What's a cognito?
Like,
And how do I get in it?
it's like hard to explain. It's like very complicated. Yeah.
It's like secret.
Yeah, oh my god, you're so smart.
Oh, fuck, you killed me.
Bosch just looks real proud.
So, like, if you guys are cool with, like, coming to my show and, maybe, just being on the lookout for any, hegemony jerks, then that'd be cool. And if nothing happens, then, like, hey, free show.
Bosch kind of turns to Voss, looking at him like he's asking for permission, like really bad.
And you notice that Ada is also looking at Voss, like as if Voss is the only one that needs to be convinced.
I think he just sits for a long time. Not a long time, but like a bit, considering.
Sips on his purple nebula.
Yeah, he just sips on his purple nebula. And I think really he's already made up his mind, but he's just putting on airs to make it look like it's important that he's convinced.
And like the longer you sit there, she's like playing with her nails and she's like getting like more anxious, and she tries to start saying something else but then stops because maybe you're about to say something.
Yeah. I wait until I finish my purple nebula and I put it down very intently. I think we can do this for you, Ada. I know we're friends and everything,
She
but
runs
just
over and hugs you.
okay, hold on. The only thing is, we're happy to help, but our ship needs money, and we need
Oh,
money.
yeah. Oh, did I not say that? I thought I told you. I thought I swear I told myself, tell them you're gonna get paid. But I totally forgot because I was like really worried you'd just say no. You're gonna get paid. I'll pay you. I pay you totally, definitely. This concert is sold out. I have no problem paying you guys for stuff.
Well, all right.
She like claps her hands together very excitedly and kind of bounces a little bit.
So does Bosch.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Perfect. Oh, thank you guys so much. Like I said, like something might not even happen, you know? But like I'd really like I feel so good knowing that you guys are gonna keep me safe and keep the concert safe and keep Amaranth safe.
We'll keep everyone safe.
Yeah.
And she finishes hugging Voss and then goes around and hugs Bosch and Flea again.
And once again, Bosch like hugs her very enthusiastically.
Oh my god, you guys, did you have lunch? Do you guys want lunch? We have catering downstairs. Like, it's amazing. You guys should at least just stay for it, just anyways. There's like literally no reason not to. And then she opens the door and starts going downstairs, kind of expecting you guys to follow. Especially because Bosch was super enthusiastic anyways.
I mean, Flea runs straight in, so.
Bosch follows.
Yeah.
Here is okay, and scene. My question. It doesn't seem like it's not really a question. It doesn't seem like there's a getting the job role, huh?
There's not. There's the engagement role.
There's
I
the
guess.
engagement role. Who does the engagement role?
Bosch is fine. Bosch will do it.
Yeah.
I can't find the place
There's
where
like
it
a
says
series
what
of
to do
questions
at
we
the
have to ask.
stop of at the start of the job. I don't know why. It's not. You'd think that'd be on the GM sheets. Let me find. I'm sorry. You guys can have free catering.
What kind of free catering is there?
Space free catering.
So there's space fried chicken and
Mhm.
It's
And-
the same type of. It's like any sort of catering you can imagine, just sparkly.
ooh.
It's on 148 in the real book.
148. Thanks.
So it's like, you know, that weird tacky looking sparkly wine that exists, like that.
Yeah, but like on the fried chicken.
Ew.
Ah, yes. Okay. So now that this is a real job thing, I'm just gonna read a quick thing, just to remind everybody how this works. Your crew spends time planning each job. They look at stolen schematics. They whisper plots and screens and schemes. They bicker about the best approach. They get scared about stuff. They lust after cred. But you guys don't have to do any of that. The characters take care of that. They already did everything. You guys just have to choose what type of plan they've made at the end of all that planning thing. And then we can flash back to any details. So it's on your character sheets. Well, there's probably a lot of bickering. There's probably so much like, no, we should do this thing. No, we should do that thing. And we're not going to do that. Underneath, on your character sheet, underneath planning and load. Or I don't know if it's on your, is it on your actual character sheet?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. So you have to pick a plan, pick a load. I don't really get this. There's 6 different plans, each with a missing detail you need to provide. Oh. To plan an operation, simply choose the plan and supply the detail. I don't think I made this to fit a plan. Whoops.
Yeah, it's not really any of these.
Don't worry about it. I already know. Don't worry about it. The main reason for this is to give a DM a jumping off point for that. What? I have it. Don't worry about it. Pick your load. This is the important part. Remember from before, the load, like, light, medium, heavy, depends on, like, what you guys look like. You'll be more incognito if you went light, but you'll be more prepared if you go heavy, sort of a thing. So, you guys pick that now.
So let me just get this right here. The job essentially is to bodyguard or bouncer this fucking show type thing.
Yes. Just show up and see what happens, and maybe nothing will happen. Maybe we'll all go to bed early.
Definitely nothing will happen. It'll be fine.
But she said she didn't want a bunch of like heavy security.
Yeah, she didn't want to make it obvious that she was like paranoid or that she heard the tip, and because she could just be like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna hire all the security and have like super heavy armed guards all over the place, but she doesn't think that would look good.
I guess I'm gonna do light or maybe normal. Definitely not heavy.
Yeah, I'm going normal.
I'm gonna do normal because it's not like anybody's looking for us, or we have to like infiltrate a place, so we don't have to go light.
Yeah, normal's fine.
Cool. And note down now if any of that is armor, because
Nope.
Not wear
Nah.
armor because it's a concert.
engagement roll. Once the players choose a plan, the GM can described. Starting with 1D, modify the dice roll for major advantages adjustment. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? It is not. Is it overly complex? It is not.
A friend or contact is providing aid.
Yeah, I'll definitely. So I'll say 2. It'll be 2D. The engagement roll assumes the PCs are approaching the target as intelligently as they can, given the plan provided. Don't need to play out probing maneuvers, blah blah blah. Oh, so it's just a fortune roll. Do I roll it? Does anybody roll it? It doesn't really matter, I guess.
Lauren said she wanted to roll it.
Lauren,
Where is that?
roll 2d6. Just 2d6. This is to
Okay.
see basically where you start off, or like what kind of position you're in when we cut into the game. Okay, cool. Oh wait, yeah, because then it would be 4 or 5. Whoops.
I get to take the better, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me just set my brain up.
Okay, are we all being silent or am I going crazy?
No, it's
Being silent.
All right, good.
Okay, so the show's on. It's like it's the middle of the show. Ada is on stage, and you notice she wears this like suit, same suit that she like bodysuit that she wears whenever she's doing a concert, and it seems like it picks up the like it seems like the whatever software is running the hologram projectors pick up on it, and that's as soon as she steps onto the stage it kind of produces a holographic outfit on top of her. And she's got other dancers on stage right now. She's just got like it's just kind of a rave thing going on. But the show it's a open air, like not open air, but like the stadium doesn't have a roof, but when her show started, a hologram kind of creates a dome over top, like a semi-transparent dome over top of everything, so you can still see the stars and everything kind of through it, but it's overlaid with this kind of jungle pattern. But the jungle pattern is pink and green and sort of like psychedelic almost. There's these big jungle flowers that are like 4 times the size of a person that fall slowly from what seems like the sky. There's sparkles just kind of zipping around in the air. There's just these huge leaves, these huge green leaves against a very pink background, and then like I said, through it you can see the stars beyond, and there's just so much going on. It's like her stage is so the stadium's circular and her stage is in the middle, and there's just people fucking raving all over the place. And she has songs where like a lot of her songs are instrumental, where she just like wants people to dance, and then so, she sings some songs as well. She kind of has a little mixer that she uses sometimes, and sometimes there'll be dancers, and sometimes this, but then sometimes in the middle of her shows they'll just stop and be this like weird artsy sort of vibe. Like the rave will kind of fall out into this slower music, and everything will go into slow motion, and the sky will desaturate and then saturate again once it's over. And sometimes when the music slows down, the sky, all the leaves will desaturate and turn gray and then catch fire, but like a really deep red fire, and everything glows. And then the music will pick back up and the fire will disappear and go back to being a crazy green and pink jungle time. And everyone's loving the shit. Everyone except Voss is loving all the shit. And you guys are kind of hanging out around the stage like you were. Actually, no, I'm gonna say her stage isn't in the middle. It's off to the side, and then you can see like a huge crowd. It's just general seating in the center and up on the in the stands as well. and you guys are kind of hanging out around the back of the stage, or you had been for a bunch of the show. You could have gone into the crowd as well if you wanted to, but she didn't mind as long as you guys were on the ready. She got you guys through security with whatever items you needed to get through with, and everyone's having a good time.
Can I be flying my drone around as like recon?
Yeah, why not?
They have cameras. Well, they all have cameras.
They do have cameras. But where we start, so this is, the show. This is what's going on. You guys are like doing recon, hanging out. Where we start is who is it? Oh no, I rolled a one. Fuck. From wherever you guys are, at backstage or in front of the stage or whatever, you see a really scruffy looking dude walking backstage, like backwards backstage, and he is holding a gun to Dahlia's head and is trying to get her to towards a computer. But I don't think, maybe he doesn't see you guys yet. But that's what's going on. At some point, yeah, this is what you see. Where are you guys, do you think?
Probably in the
Or
crowd.
like
I mean, me.
And if Flea would be, I mean, this is my imagination, is that Flea would be kind of sitting backstage, not really necessarily watching the performance as much as just kind of with his face in a camera or like a screen that is showing him recording, and he's just looking around from the drone.
Bosch would be kind of like in the wings of the stage, probably looking like he's really just having a grand old time until, like, yeah.
Yeah, so Flea, you hear specifically Dahlia screaming, and then quickly shut up, and then if you look, you kind of see at the corner of your eye her being pulled towards a computer.
And this is backstage, right?
Yeah, this is backstage. Bosch and Flea, or Bosch and Voss. Actually, never mind.
Well,
Never mind all that.
I could make this real cool and say, with my communicator, which apparently I have one. Be like the whole like backstage, come.
Where? And Bosch immediately stops dancing and just starts running.
Because I assume just a communicator means we all have basically walkie-talkies type deal.
Yeah, that
Earpieces.
makes sense.
Does Vas put like one finger to his ear and then nod and start making his way to the backstage?
Pretty much. I think he's like power walking. 'Cause he can't really sprint through like a mosh pit. He's pushing people out of the way.
Okay, give me a second, or this is gonna be. I'm trying something new, and the trying something new is this entire game, and I'm trying to see if trying to make things work. I'm trying to break away from D&D and Sprawl and work on this thing. So, what do we got? we have? These are fun. Ah, hang on. Do I just put this over my overlay? Yeah, why not? Let's see if this works. Oh, that's quite big. Okay, I'm gonna try and play with clocks. Because it's the only one I found that somebody else made, and I was gonna make my own, but I just didn't feel like it at the time, I guess. Just didn't feel like it at the time, let's be honest here. Let's do pink. That's Dahlia's color. Actually, no, pink isn't her color. Yeah, we'll say she's blue. Okay, so thing in this game is clocks, and basically this is a countdown clock. So it's sort of a way to, you know, like heat in, or no, like noise in the Sprawl, where like if you fuck things up during the mission and then your action clock, you know, fills up, then that's what you guys don't want to have. It's like that. It's like a way to give consequences to things in the game. Anyway, so basically, you'll see. We'll all see. This is Dahlia's situation right now. Wait, what? I had this set up in a way. Oh. There we go. Sorry. So this is Dahlia. Oh, I'm gonna put her. I'm gonna put her at 1. This is her situation right now. And I guess it depends on what you guys want to do. So Voss is power walking, Bosch is running, and Flea is power walking. Flea, what are you doing? You're the closest.
Oh god. I'm not gonna blow anything up just yet.
Are you sure?
Might just do some like drone stalking.
Okay, just like scoping out the situation.
Yeah, I'm not planning on really getting involved with too much today. But when I do, it'll be real flashy.
I have a feeling it'll be very loud.
There's a big old concert going on, it's fine.
That's true. That's very true. Technically it's not Ada Stadium, but also she did ask nicely for that.
It's all gonna be fine.
So yeah, you gotta you gotta look at what's going on, and it's kind of good that you got the drone out because the person or the guy takes Ada and turns a corner, and you see him bring her to a panel in the wall that lights up when she goes to touch it. Yes, Dahlia. Yes, purple alien girlfriend. He pushes her to this wall, and it lights up when she touches it, so this big holographic screen comes up, and you see that he's trying to make her do something with the computer. Voss and Bosch, I'll say Voss gets to flee first. Bosch is a little further away.
Wasn't Bosch backstage already?
No, Bosch was in the wings. Flea was the backstage. Right?
But I was completely nowhere near the stage.
You were in the crowd.
No, I was thinking like the wings of the stage, like the sides.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so Bosch is there first, and then Voss will be there in a minute. Or at some point. Bosch, what do you do?
Can I try to make him think that that sounds wrong? That he feels like his hands are being burned from the gun.
Depending on like he got pretty far, like he got around the corner. You're gonna have to like go to him.
Okay, how far am I? Well, I want to try and do that.
Do you have to see the guy? I imagine you have to see the guy to do it. The thing. So you're in the wings. I'd say like 30 feet away. He's around a corner in one of the corridors that leads to the backstage, or the back, like the place you went up where the change rooms are that led up to the lounge room. So you'd have to I don't know if you probably have to see the guy to be able to do the thing.
Probs. I don't know. There's a lot. The way is kind of.
What is the issue
I
here?
just walk
I'm
there.
just like getting there and doing the thing.
I don't know. I'll just walk.
Well,
then.
it
run.
would be like, do you want to be sneaky or not?
Oh, if he hasn't seen, then yeah, do the sneak.
He hasn't seen you yet.
I don't have any skull key points, but yes, I would like to do that.
Do that with an extra. I'll give you 1D because it's loud.
Okay. Do I do that with Skulk or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That works. Yeah, so you make it to kind of the corner, and you could peek around and see that them fighting over this screen that Dahlia is kind of shakily trying to work, but the guy's freaking her out.
Okay, then yeah. Want to make what's his name think that his gun's real hot all of a sudden.
Cool. Do the thing.
Can I assist by just like I'm just gonna like attune to Bosch and like send him some whey juice. Like I can just like sort of psychically like feel what he's doing right now because we're both like whey sensitive.
Lazy people.
And I'm just gonna like send him some extra power, even though I'm still walking.
I mean, it sort of makes sense because you're in the crowd, so you know that you're not gonna like be able to make it there, and you're kind of like trying to push through and make your way back, but you kind of, yeah, you can feel that like some way is about to happen, and you can like tap into it and give him some extra oomph.
You get one extra dice,
What are you, what do I
and
do?
no
What do I?
shame.
It's fine.
Okay. Ooh.
Hoo, 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 hoo.
I think it's sway, but
Oh, it's sway.
Oh,
happened
is
last
it
time.
sway?
I just assume all mystic stuff is what's it called?
Well, thanks a lot, Brock.
Well,
Wait, no, but do you have? I thought you had 2 points this way.
Wait, hold on.
Let
How
me
many dots should I have total? 7, right? Nope, then this is it. I just got the 1.
It would have been 2 and 2 anyways if I were to use the first rolls. Anyways, so never mind.
So never mind, that didn't do a thing. And does he see me yet, or Jesus Christ?
Let me think about how this goes. So, oh, I know how this goes. And Voss, you feel this too, because you're like you make this connection with Bosch, and then Bosch goes to make this connection with this person who's holding a gun to Dahlia. But yeah, there's like a real mental touching going on here. But Bosch, as you reach out, you feel like as soon as you make this connection with his brain and you're about to be like, yo, your gun, you feel this pushback. And there's sort of this snap where your connection just sort of breaks, and then Voss, you feel like you get pushed back, like forcibly away back to where you are. And the person turns around and sees you, Bosch, and is now holding the gun to Dahlia and like just kind of using her as a human shield against you.
Ooh. Help, 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 calls on thing. And then we'll just take a shot, because why not? At is there anything overhead? Don't do the clock thing.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, is there any? Are there any lights? Is there anything, like any panels up overhead? Is there anything?
Yeah, there's some sort of lights, but they're like sci-fi lights. What do you want to do? And they'll be that kind of light.
I mean, I'm really just kind of hoping for whatever's up there, either like to shoot at a light, if that'll help distract, or if that won't, then really just to kind of drop a chandelier on him. Drop a train on him. If you get that reference. Anyway, yeah.
What's a shooting? What's a shoot roll?
scramble or scrap.
Yeah, blaster and physical combat. Yes, so scrap.
Oh, okay. Risky or desperate or
Yeah, Brocco's right. It should have been controlled on the last one, and then that drops you down to risky. Then this risky, instead of risky, dropping you down to desperate. But okay, here's the thing.
Well, we're here now.
We're here now. Oh, here's the thing. You can, there's a thing that's like devil's bargain thing that I never do. Because I fucked up. We can have it so that it's you went from controlled because you're hidden to risky, and then her situation is not so dire. Or we can keep how we are and go from risky to desperate. If you roll anytime you roll a desperate roll, you get XP.
Ooh. You do get one
That was
XP in
about-
prowess,
that was-
You
though.
do get
that
one
was
XP in prowess, though.
That was not a risk worth taking.
Well, as soon as I said XP, I think it sort of like
Yeah. Well, that was another thing that I tried.
so you shoot up at the light above him, but again, like you feel this mental push, like he's attacking you now, and everything kind of blanks for a second as the light above him explodes, and you hear multiple gunshots, and you don't see anything for like 2 seconds. And when your vision comes back, you're just standing in a dark hallway. Yes, Brock. Blaster fire. Sorry. I have to upgrade myself from these the past. So you shoot your blaster up, there's a white light explosion, and then you hear a bunch of shots. And when you can see again, you're just standing in the dark. Flea and Voss, you do hear gunshots, but Voss, you start to notice that it's been like what? Blaster shots. Voss, you start to notice on your power walk to the stage, it's been like a rave, like people have been jamming out and bouncing around into each other and stuff like that, but it's getting a little more aggressive, and like if you look around, like you got snapped back to yourself when you felt the mental pushback. And if you look around, you kind of see people are being more aggressive towards each other. Like some people have blasters out and are trying to rob people in the middle of the rave, and there's people looking around like they don't know what's going on, and it's starting to get very confusing.
Oh, that's like, okay. That's not how raves work.
It's not how raves work. It's very strange.
They're robbing people?
Well, like nobody's dying, but like they're like you could see people, like somebody's pulling off somebody else's like I want to say smartwatch, but like sci-fi smartwatch, and like things like that, and you're just like, wait, people don't do this at raves. People don't steal from each other at raves. What is this?
Can I know I read in the book that this is a thing you can do with the way. I want to like reach out and like see if I can sense any like not, I guess like killing intent or like violent thoughts in people, and like see how many I can sense in the rave. Like what the fuck is going on here?
That's definitely something you can do.
Might be a gather information roll
Yeah, I guess it would be. Or
with the tune.
yeah, because that's literally what you're doing.
Okay. Here we go. I don't think they have position or anything. Erp.
You as soon as you got your brain snapped back, or your force snapped back to yourself after trying to help out Bosch, when you try and go again, you feel this numbness. Like, if you try to attune to the way, you can only. Usually, when you attune to the way, it kind of like it's this experience where you feel like you're part of like the universe and everything, right? Like you can feel everything, and if you keep following it, you could go on forever. It's all the energy connected to everything and everything like that, right? But you feel like it's only contained in this stadium, and there's nothing else. There's not like if you look at the way, there's nothing else beyond the stadium. Sort of a thing. It's strange. It's not working like usual.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna do it like the normal people do, and just fucking start finding people who have guns and shit or blasters. Sorry. Um, Well, maybe if Michelle didn't keep saying it. I'm just gonna start. I won't sword them yet because they haven't killed anyone, and I don't know what's going on. But I'll do some judo on some fools.
Sweet.
I'll knock some guns out of their hands and stuff. Blasters, damn it.
I feel less bad. Go do some judo.
Man, I really don't want to keep fucking failing, so I might push myself.
Okay. Oh yeah, everybody has stress. Stress is the thing you can use.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that. I guess I'll use my kinetics power while I'm at it, so I can propel myself briefly with superhuman speed. So I'm just like real good at fighting. These guys aren't gonna know what hit them. Is it risky standard?
I'll give you controlled because you're gonna be speedy.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. So you. Sorry. 1 sec. Yeah, so you do your you like push your like tell me I don't know how I am describing this. You describe it. Tell me what you do.
I mean, so I guess I'm going like full Batman or whatever. Like, gonna like knock some fools out. I'm not just gonna like take the gun away and be like, stop that. So like, yeah, I'll start finding people who have, damn it, blasters. And like, do some cool martial arts on them. So, like, knock their arm away, and then they turn. They're all like, "Oh, what are you doing? Whoa!" And then I'm all like, "Punch, punch, punch."
I am imagining this like Batman now, like the video game, or like going from one person to another.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you
Like
start.
fucking ninja anime fast.
Yeah, and you're going super fast, like, well, not like enhanced fast, and you knock some guys out. But you've started like drawing attention to yourself, and you're seeing, so you like hit 3 guys and they go down. But then you start seeing, when you turn around after you knock the last guy out, you see 2 people looking your way and kind of approaching with you don't need to use the way to find out they have killing intent. What's going on backstage?
Well, tell me what I see.
That's a good thing. You have the drone. And where are you going with the drone? Are you following dude, or what are you doing with it?
Well, I mean, I was assuming I watched this whole shenanigans go down with Bosch and the dude.
So you also saw, you also got like white light, and then just you and Bosch hanging out in this hallway. And but do you have any like fancy filters on your camera?
That's such a loaded question. No.
Because it's dark now is the thing. Oh yeah,
And what
you
did
could
he
put a
search the
sepia.
lights?
You could put a sepia filter on it, but it's still dark.
Oh, this photography person over here.
So did he search the lights? Is that
Um,
what happened?
Yeah, so you see that it's like really dark. Actually, your drone might be able to see this. The lights in the area just around Bosch are out, but way down the corridor there's like one flickering light that's going on and off, and you see, or with your drone you can see there's like a streak of blood on the ground near that area.
Hmm. Do I physically chase or do I drone chase? Is the question. Actually, I know it's Flea, isn't it? He's gonna. Right. What I want to do,
Uh-oh.
just for the sake of the entertainment value, is Flea is gonna take off running in that direction, still holding, like, I guess what I'm imagining is like this handheld kind of screen with which he's looking through the drone, but he's not looking like with his fucking face towards where he's going. He's got the drone kind of flying vaguely over his head, and he's still looking at the screen. So he's watching himself run and running.
I want to say, Bosch, you're standing in this hallway, just kind of like trying to get your bearings, like what just happened. And it's dark, and you see the flickering light down the hallway, but like it's hard, it's difficult to see right now. And you kind of rub the stars out of your eyes. And you know the drone was there because it was following you. And you know it's Flea's, but you hear footsteps, and you just see Flea run past you, and the drone starts following Flea, and Flea goes down the corridor. Very loud, very flat-footed.
Your robot's that way.
I mean, I'm
And-
chasing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
I'm
said
aware.
the drone was following you, like you're watching yourself on the drone.
Yeah, like I imagine it's got slight, like it's not got full on like night vision, but it sees a little better than my eyes do. So I'm watching like my own path with the drone.
Yeah, so like as he runs past you, it's like the drone's in place, and then as soon as he passes it, the drone starts following. And then yeah,
Josh is just gonna follow the drone. And nothing.
I'm trying to figure out timelines here. So you guys are gonna run down there. So as you're running down the corridor, you see that like streak of blood underneath the lights. Oh, you know what I should do? I can make another clap. What's a good name? What's a good word for this? The crowd's not panicking right now because they're not really noticing. Like only a small area is noticing what's going on with Voss knocking down some people, seemingly randomly, but also sort of not randomly. But that's gonna be a thing at some point. You two run down the hallway. You see the blood on the ground, and the corridor splits into like a T. And you distinctly hear noises and muffled yellings from the left branch.
These clocks are getting a little too real.
Yeah.
Voss, you got two guys. You got two guys approaching you now that don't seem very happy that you are beating up their friends. You can tell they are all. I wonder if you'd know that. No, you probably wouldn't know this. They're all wearing a similar kind of choker. Well, is this not really? Is it? It's kind of like a really tight necklace that's like a rope, and it has a coin on it. Now that you've seen a bunch of these guys, you notice that they all are wearing this same weird necklace.
I don't recognize it at all.
I don't know. How much do you guys know about other factions?
I mean, probably like a fair amount. We all like live in this sector, and it's like space age.
That's true.
Probably
that's
like
tr-
space
that's true.
Google.
Space Google. That's true. Then you would know that these guys seem to be part of Draxler's Raiders.
Nerds. Okay. I'm gonna use the way and throw one dude into another dude.
Nice.
And there's like a cool purple aura that like pumps out of my hand and then like bursts around the guy. I'm gonna assume it's risky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it's standard.
Yep. Yeah, the
Uh,
purple nebula gave him extra purple power.
I already had purple power.
Yeah, but these ones are
I'm gonna
sparkly now.
I'm gonna spend a gambit to not spend stress on this also.
Okay.
So here we go. Okay.
Cool. So you have the purple force powers go out, wrap around the one guy, and you throw him into another guy. But it kind of keeps going, and those two guys crash into three other people who are dancing, and those people crash into more people, and it sort of causes a weird ripple in the crowd. Yeah, such a crazy concert. People are just having so much fun. And it kind of knocks some people around. Some people are just kind of like, oh, crazy concert, and some people are starting to notice that something not crazy concert is going on. Bosch and Flea, you can follow the corridor around. I assume if you're just gonna follow the noises.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, gambits, of course. You follow them to a room that's sort of like the corridor sort of loops around, He kind of, it seemed like he took a weird back way, or that he doesn't really know the layout of the ship too well. And it's a room kind of underneath the stage that if you peek in, it's like it has access to all these there's a lot of lights and computers, like all the noise and craziness that you saw when you were at Ada's sound check. Sort of even more down here. I think this is like the hub of where all the holograms and things are being controlled, and it seems like there might be access to other stuff, like part of where it's connected to the stadium, and the guy's trying to get her to work another computer in here. She is also bleeding from somewhere. And looks very upset.
It's okay. They just spilled a purple nebula.
A really red one.
A red nebula, even.
A red nebula. Yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah, different kinds. What are you guys doing?
See, the problem is I'm real tied to this idea of Flea having nothing but bombs on him right now.
Oh my, did you only bring bombs?
And so I'm half tempted to just essentially just pull out a nade and start running at the guy.
This is coming up at the next fucking crew
Thanks.
meeting.
Crew meeting.
What do you roll for running at a guy with a grenade?
I guess, like, what is your intent here?
Yeah, what do you want to happen?
You want them to explode.
I mean, not myself, preferably. But
Bora.
maybe, yeah.
A grenade is the worst hostage extraction weapon you could possibly pick.
Oh, I know. Flea's a
Okay.
different case.
Alrighty.
I think the idea here that Flea's got in his head, because he doesn't want to die, he doesn't want to kill the chick. I think it's going to be like a Mexican standoff in that he wants to run as close as possible with the grenade and be like, if you do anything, I'm gonna fucking blow us all up.
Oh my god, amazing.
Maybe like a scramble to get to him in time before he
I
shoots.
kinda wanna call this a command.
Yeah, it's like an intimidate.
I mean, I've got nothing in any of them. This is not what Flea is built for. Flea is good at some stuff. This is not it.
Do you want to take a 1d to push yourself and pay 2 stress?
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to be pushing myself.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Oh yeah, no. But what would you?
So
what would
this
you?
is gonna
would
be
you?
command risky. I'll just say risky standard for now, and it's gonna
Mhm.
be command, and then you can add whatever dice you want. You also have a gambit,
Wait,
Two
I-
gambits.
2 gambit, if you want to use them.
I feel like you should use it because even one die is like rough.
Okay, sure. Command risky standard.
And if you're gonna push yourself, do 2 dice. So you can spend a gambit. So now your group has 1 gambit if you want to use it, and another dice for spending 2 stress. So
Sure.
cool.
Jesus.
What even happens?
I mean, he might just shoot you.
I'm totally okay with that.
He might just shoot you. And then, oh, that would make sense because then you'd be in desperate, and that you still have like you're still in the situation, but you're in trouble. Bosch, you're there too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So the guy, so Flea runs in. What do you say anything? Do you just run in with a grenade in the air?
Bosch doesn't have a fucking grenade.
No, Flea. Sorry.
Oh wait, am I saying anything?
Yeah. What are you doing, Flea?
We've played Borderlands.
Oh no.
I mean, it's probably no better than that.
So Flea just runs in very loudly, with the holding a grenade in his hand over his head, just like being very obvious and very psycho about it. The guy turns around really quickly and gets a shot off on you. I guess he didn't take the moment to notice or really like absorb the grenade thing. He just kind of thought you were running in like a crazy person. So his instinct was just to turn around and shoot. So he shoots you. I think you get a shot in the leg and kind of go down on one knee or something like that, still holding the grenade though, thankfully, nicely. And the understanding sort of flows over this guy's face as he sees the grenade that you have, but he's also standing sort of, he's aiming the gun at you, but he's sort of standing behind or beside Dahlia, trying to make her do stuff with this computer. What do you want to play with side dancing?
I mean, I mean, like lots of things, and then I just feel like at some point it's just gonna be like, oh, that's not a thing you can do with.
Well,
the Force.
you could do whatever with it. It just depends on what the role ends up being. You know, it's not it's not like OP. You can literally
Yeah,
try
I know.
whatever.
Nothing. I'm fine. Nothing.
I think it's just like probably simple statements. Like you can't give them a whole paragraph, but you can tell them like one thing to do, and that thing could be anything. You could be like, you want to shoot yourself right now, and then he might do that.
No, right now,
So what you
God.
see is Flea get shot in the leg, go down on one knee, and he's still holding a grenade over his head. Now the guy's aiming at Flea, not knowing you're there, but like still holding onto Dahlia really tightly, trying to like he won't even let her move her head to look. He just wants her to do this thing on this computer.
at this point, Bosch is just going to shout, "Hi!"
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What's the effect? what are you wanting to happen here?
No. Hold on. That wasn't like the move.
Okay, good. What are you doing, Bosch?
It looks like Brock's getting ready to talk to me. No, that wasn't it, I promise.
No, if that was your example of like what you decided to do with side dancing, I think that's like the one thing you can't do. It's like make his just nervous system shut down.
Okay, I'm gonna try to oh god, there's so much pressure. Sorry. There's no set things I have to do, so I have to think about it. Hold on, come back to
Well,
me.
you're in a hostage situation.
I know.
It's not. It's like. I can
Are you sure that's
understand-
nothing that can be put
I
off?
understand why that's
That can
why
be
there's
put off.
pressure.
Okay, then. Then in that case, we're gonna she can't look. She can't look at him, right?
She's not
He's
looking.
holding her.
She's just kind of like her hands are shaking, trying to like do stuff on this holographic computer. And he's just like holding her there while pointing the gun at Flea.
Okay, then I'm literally just gonna do. I'm stealing from what Brock said. He's gonna just try and make him shoot himself in the foot because he doesn't shoot people in the head because it's dark.
Perfect. So apparently it's Sway.
How risky are we going for here?
I say he doesn't. He kind of is vaguely aware that Flea had a companion, so. But I'll still say it's risky because he has a hostage. So. Nice.
So he just is gonna kind of gesture toward the guy's foot and just be like, hey, like, hey, you better get to that.
He is like he's looking at Flea, and then he looks, and then when he notices you talking to him, he looks up at you for a second, and then immediately looks down at his foot like, oh wait, that's the thing I need to shoot, like that's it, like how did it get so close to me, holy fuck, and then without hesitation shoots himself in the foot.
And the Rod.
Flea, what are you doing?
I'm in pain.
You are in pain. It was a nice through and through on your leg. In your leg. That's a level, just say level 2 harm. Bullet wound or shot or whatever.
Not bullets, Michelle.
Blaster wound or shot or whatever.
Thank you.
I would say like you're on one knee still with the grenade over your head, and then this guy just shoots himself in the foot.
Fucking fine. Flea's gonna resort to something that he didn't want to have to resort to.
Aw.
He pulls out a blaster from behind him and tries to shoot the guy in the head.
Wait, Flea's using guns? What the fuck?
You mean blasters?
Blasters?
Somebody gets it.
I'm learning.
No,
I
he
was
has like an
sure.
old school. No, he has an old school revolver. Like it's not a. It's a kinetic gun. It's not a blaster. It's just gonna shoot a dude.
It's literally don't exist.
You don't know.
I'm gonna write to the authors of this game and ask them.
Fine, I draw a blaster and I want to shoot the guy in his fucking face. Because I have no qualms about doing that. And or just shoot him. I don't know how one does harm to things in this.
Well, you roll a scrap.
And hell, I'll even push myself some more because I'm bleeding.
You are. Oh, you get less -1 dice for having a level 2 harm, huh?
As if it's relevant, so that if you tried to run, maybe.
Oh, okay.
but
never
not
mind.
necessarily.
You're
in
fine.
this
Then.
instance.
Sorry, just writing down that my leg has got a hole in it.
Good description.
So what, scrap?
Scrap, please.
Is it controlled? Because the guy's already like wounded.
Yeah, the guy has shot himself and is dealing with that right now.
And then 1 bonus die for the
Yeah.
push.
No.
Man. It's fine. It's like it's fine because it was controlled.
I shoot myself in the other leg.
She's got to even it out. It was controlled, which is good. Press on my senior rescue. Okay, so how do we? You know what we're gonna do? Actually, we're gonna go over to Voss. And you notice the crazy holographic ceiling is starting to kind of fade in and out of existence. Like it's not holding itself together real well. And the holograms are sort of, oh yeah, biobreak, that's the thing, isn't it? Okay, well I'll say that the holograms are starting to not hold themselves together real well. The music's still going, but the visuals are starting to get kind of messed up. A bunch of people don't really notice, like, hey, it's part of the party, whatever. But as the ceiling sort of flickers in and out, you see, it kind of looks, it's kind of hard to see, but through one of the moments where the screen's not there, you see a ship clearly branded with the Draxler's Raiders marks on it, kind of coming out, like as if its cloaking device got removed, so it sort of materializes, and then the screen flashes back up again and then flashes back down again, sort of a thing. And we will take a bio break because it's bio break time.
Oh, I feel bad.
No, it's actually it's a good thing. We need a break at some point.
Ah.
See, everybody's doing it.
That must mean it's cool.
Mm-hmm. I'll just stay here. It's fine.
Michelle, before I go, I just want to tell you that I made a prawn suit.
I think she's gone.
She's gone, but I made a prawn suit. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
How many people we got?
Yeah.
Sir.
Cool.
3 people.
3 people.
I think it's like a little fun twist of fate, and definitely not indicative of anybody's character that Flea is the only person to have taken harm in both of our jobs.
Funny how that worked out.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
So I guess no, I'll talk about it after session.
No, you can tell me now.
Well, no, I mean also I got the prawn suit. That was not the thing though.
Oh, that's awesome.
I meant to tell you. I wanted to tell you earlier, but I was worried that you were doing session things.
I was.
Yeah. So I didn't. But now I'm telling you.
You could still tell me though. It's just a message.
I know. Anyway, other thing I guess was that I'm like, I don't really like. I always want to do like, and I know it's not OP, but I always want to just do everything with the way because I feel like it's just like in my head it's just magic, psychic, power, and force. But
It
all
is
yeah,
magic,
it's
psychic power force.
So I can just do whatever with it.
Yeah, I mean,
Space magic,
you could just you have space magic. That is
psychic
that's what
space
you do.
magic.
I mean, it depends.
See, it does depend. So I'm like, because I mean, like, if it's all stuff about clouding someone's mind and making them think something that's not there, I feel like that's a lot of illusions. It's like, it's not just like it's not just, like, it's not just like a thought. Because it just says cloud their mind in the face of contradictory stuff. So make them think things that aren't there.
Yeah.
Correct?
Correct.
And that could encompass many things, like
What are you
mental things
thinking?
that
What
aren't
are you
there,
thinking that's
or like
that's OP?
no, I don't think that's OP. I'm just wondering if it's like if I'm reading too much into it.
What's like your example?
Like, I guess it's kind of just like any extent of like the stuff I've already been doing, where you just make them think something's hot, make them think
that's
there's
the
a
name.
bunch of people. Okay, cool.
That's the name
Sweet.
of the power.
Okay, cool. Neat. Anyway, that was it. Also, the prawn suit's really slow and I don't like it.
Oh, that's really annoying. I kind of thought it'd
But-
be like a bonus Seamoth.
But the Reaper didn't fuck with me. But I don't know if that's because I ran or because it didn't fuck with me. Anyway, are we all here?
We're all here. Gonna pop up music. All right, this is what's going down. There are, I will say, Voss, that you see 2 pirate spaceships nearby, hovering above the stadium. What you also hear, I guess, is there's more people emerging from the crowd. They're getting more ballsy, I think, because people aren't really fighting back. People aren't really panicking too much right now. And these people who you know now are pirates are getting, like, the way they're acting is very, like, they're very loud. Like, I'm imagining, like, Mad Max type people. Like, they're very energetic and giggly and excited to fuck around with people and steal things from people, and are being very pushy. Yeah, they're being real pirates right now. And the longer that this goes on, the more balls I think they get. It's a lot of pirates, but they're all trying to, like, they're all very occupied with taking shit from people. What you also hear, so you see this, you hear some loud, rowdy pirates all around you, fucking shit up. You also hear a blaster fire, which seems really out of place. I imagine that at this point you got close to the stage and you hear like a blaster shot, kind of muffled, but definitely impacted the wall underneath the stage. And that's weird. Flea, what happened to you?
Did we decide what happened to me? No, we didn't.
You definitely got a shot off and it hit a wall. I think just because maybe the reason you don't use your blaster and that you go for like AoE explosives is because you're not you and it's like with all the coffee and things like that, aiming takes focus that I'm not sure Flea can really like center himself that quickly for.
Fair. That's fair.
Does that make sense? But the guy did shoot himself in the foot, and lets go of Dahlia. Dahlia kind of falls back, like she jumps back, and kind of falls against some machinery, and a bunch of lights start flickering faster than they were flickering, and some lights that weren't there are now there, and things are starting to change. The emergency lights go on, so like there's lights above in the corridor you guys were in. Those go off, but the emergency lights, there's like red type lights that are along the bottom of the floor. Those go on, so you can still see, but it's more dim red lighting. These emergency lights also go on in the crowd, Voss, so there's this kind of red glow coming from the ground, and all of the lights that would be... I mean, I guess the hologram's still kind of not doing well, and you can see Ada's kind of like, she's doing her thing up there and she's still having a good time, but she's definitely looking concerned about her visuals. She's expecting them to run flawlessly, and they are not. She's not noticing that her dress is flickering in and out of existence as well. But yeah, emergency lighting's starting to go on. What are we doing? Whose turn was it? So Flea shot didn't work. Boss, that's what you noticed. What are you wanting to do? There's like some mess going on.
It depends. Like, what is the ratio of pirates to people? Because, like, I don't want to just be spending all my rolls punching pirates for no reason. If there's just like an infinite number of them.
It's not mostly pirates. I would say it's like 20% pirates.
That's a lot of pirates.
It's still a lot, but it's a big crowd, so they're not all around you.
I mean, okay.
And
feel
they're
like I'm
also
gonna
busy. They're busy pirates.
Just, yeah. Well, I don't want them to rob people, but also, like, it seems like a waste of time to try to stop all of them, because that's a lot of pirates.
And you did hear an explosion from underneath the stage.
Sure, that's fine. I'm gonna start running to the ship, because if I take their ships out, they can't get off the station, and then we got all these pirates trapped here.
Hey, true.
We can make them surrender or whatever. I'm gonna get on the communicator and yeah, I'll tell them. I'll be like, I spotted 2 ships. I'm gonna go take them out. It sounds like you're doing great down there. Keep it up.
Ow, 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 ow.
That's the perfect communication that he could get from that. That
Yep,
just
good.
perfectly describes what's going on now.
I'll take some pirates out on my way to the ship, maybe, if they're in my way, but, like, can't be on pirate duty all day.
It's true. There's a lot of pirates, and you're not going to be able to get them all. So, do you want to scramble? Do you want to scramble? Or do you want to
I?
do you want to scrap your way through the crowd?
I'm better at scrapping, so
Let's try that and see how that goes.
Mm. Mm. Getting up there on stress. I'm just gonna do it. I don't want to get stuck in this fucking crowd though. I'm just gonna do it. Is it risky standard?
Yeah.
Oh, rad.
There you go. You like judo chop your way through this crowd. And I'll say things kind of loosened up as well because pirates. So anyone you see wearing this like coin necklace, you just immediately are like, that's a pirate. Take that bitch out. And nobody gets really in your way because you look like you're moving with a purpose. So many pirate punches. People are starting to notice some things. Actually, maybe they don't because you rolled really well. Maybe there's no panic. Maybe people are just like, hey, going back to partying. You're hitting pirates before they're even starting to rob people at this point. And you make it to where yeah, I guess you run out. Once you run out of the crowd, there's basically nothing in your way. Everybody is very concentrated on the inside of the stadium, so if you want to run to where their ship is docked, you can. There will be pirates.
Oh, are they docked? Are the ships like above and around the station, or are they like up on it?
I said they were above, but like then you said you were running to them, so I just kind of thought like what?
No, I was running to our ship to go up into space and shoot them.
Okay, that's cool too. Yeah, do that. You run to your ship. What you gonna do with your ship?
I'm gonna hop on down into the pilot seat and take off. I'll do a little like loop around the station until I like come up on whatever like plane that they're on and start firing.
Sweet. As you go around, like as you do that loop, you kind of, because you're hovering around the stadium and you can see where the dome is, where the holographic dome is, but then you also see where the two pirate ships are. There's kind of a weird, how do I describe it? It's like they have these magnetic sort of discs coming out of the bottom of their ship, and they're hovering over top of the stadium. And you feel as soon as you get into the ship and get out around the stadium, you feel that numbness go away once you get onto their level. And you get to shoot them.
Yep. I'm not great at helm, so I'm gonna.
You know what they do? Actually, as well, while you're going around, you get like a communication request.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take it?
Mm-hmm.
And when you throw on the screen, it's like there's like 5 pirates there. And you see one of them's trying to man the ship, and everybody else is like trying to look at the screen out at the same time to see who this is. And
Who dat?
New phone, who dis? And they're like, hey man with the fancy ship, is that all yours? What the hell? And there's a bunch of people yelling around in the background and they're all trying to get a look at you. Where'd you steal that from? Hey. Hey, I got a deal. We'll let you keep your ship if you fuck off? Yeah, maybe you fuck off. Maybe you fuck off and then we don't take your ship. I could take your ship right now, man.
Those are some dumb last words, and I flip off the communicator and fucking shoot him.
Do roll to shoot them.
Do I get an advantage because we're a big ship, and they're probably dumb little ships?
They are pirate ships that aren't so great, yeah.
I'm gonna push myself twice and use the way to not spend stress for it. So, like, controlled because we're bigger? Or can I roll once to engage them all as a gang? Because, like, 2 of them might be one of us. Risky.
That might make more sense. Because they have some fun. Their specialty is to what's the word? Disable things. So they have some fun. They have some fun technology on their ships.
Okay. I'm gonna also use a gambit because I really don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah, fuck that.
So here we go. Oh hell yeah! That's a crit.
2 6s is a crit.
Nice.
That means you get an XP, right?
No, I just
There's something
fucking
about an XP.
kill them real good. You get a gambit on a crit, but I spent a gambit, so you don't get one.
Never
back.
mind.
It's just like a mega effect.
So tell me how do you do?
Can I say that I like sensed, or like either through just the actual computer or like the way which ship had the guy fucking
Yeah.
trying to threaten me.
Yeah.
So I just like screech through doing like a full drive-by pass and just like all lasers forward, vaporize them immediately and like drive straight through the explosion and the rubble. And then do a cool like start looping backwards, like what's it called? You know in Star Fox when you turn around and you go like up and then you spin.
Yeah.
So I like go up and then like spin back to like face the other guy and like hopefully they're freaking out because they just saw their dumb boss get blown up, and I'll just like do a cool. I'm just showing off at this point. Like I start like corkscrewing and I'm like spinning and shooting lasers at them and blow those dudes up too.
Flea and Bosch, you don't see any of this, but you hear a lot of noises. You hear Bosch, actually both of you are very keenly aware that you have a grenade in the room you're in. So when you hear explosions, maybe not Flea, but definitely Bosch, and definitely Dahlia and the dude who just got shot, or just shot himself, flinch a lot, like kind of duck for cover, like they were, you're expecting Flea to blow up. Surprisingly, Flea does not blow up.
Flea mostly just kind of purrs at the sound of the spaceships like blasters. Like I know that sound.
How's that grenade doing?
He's still holding it. There's stuff going on outside, but we'll get to that.
Did Dahlia dip or no?
Dahlia's still there. She's holding her arm that's bleeding, and she's kind of huddled in a corner. She kind of, when the person let go of her, she kind of jumped backwards and fell into a bunch of machinery and is just kind of huddling there shivering.
Can one use? Nah. Are you going to throw that?
Oh, I'm pretty much just about to throw this.
Maybe let go of it.
What? No, never mind.
At the moment, she's out of like immediate vicinity of the dude. This isn't just like a regular old fucking World War II frag grenade. It's a space grenade. It's contained in a certain degree.
Yeah, right above you though.
Space grenades worse than Earth grenades.
What are you two doing?
I mean, if Bosch isn't doing anything in the next few seconds, Flea is throwing a grenade, so
You know, Bosch is actually kind of curious, so it's fine.
I'm throwing a Semtex. Let's get it.
Where and why and how?
Onto his body.
What?
And in order to murderate him
Cool.
with my arm.
Is he like on the ground because you shot him, or you shot himself in the foot?
He shot himself. He's he's kind of I wouldn't say on the ground, but like he's sort of being like, what the fuck just happened? He snapped back to reality and like, oh wait, the fuck, I just shot myself in the foot, and then he heard explosions coming from everywhere, and so now he's sort of, I wouldn't say he's on the ground, but he definitely doesn't have his bearings.
Throwing remote controlled space grenade because it has a detonator, which I have.
Is that a scrap? It's a throw.
Probably there's nothing else.
I'm rigging it to explode.
I get, yeah.
Sort of. Rig together mechanical solutions. You rig together the person and the bomb.
I mean, I'll scrap. I don't mind.
It could be rigged. Sort of. Rig together mechanical solutions, disable, modify, repair, or create mechanisms, disable a trap, pick a lock, or crack a safe, rig explosives. Which I think is like, you know, the type of explosives you set up, not like a grenade, but you could stretch of the imagination.
I'd give it to you because I like Flea.
Not even Bora. You like the character.
Bora's hit or miss, but Flea is kind of fun.
Rig. What position?
Oh, you're in a. I put you in a desperate position, but then the situation changed. I have to say desperate. You have a hole in your leg. You have multiple people in the room that you're about to blow up. If you fuck it
Okay.
up, something's gonna fuck up.
I just want to clarify here. This isn't just like a big old piece of dynamite.
I'm just saying, you got
It
explosives.
is a grenade,
you-
though, you know?
It's a space grenade. We have technology in order to make different types of grenades.
It's true.
Anyway,
Just do desperate.
I'm gonna push myself one last time.
Okay,
I want to murderate this guy so badly.
I can tell.
Nice.
Also, you get an experience for that. In your whatever that thing is.
I don't know. Sure.
Insight.
Insight.
You take one of those guys above insight. Next to insight.
I'm sure that's good. I want to blow him up even.
How do you blow you since you seem to have an idea of what your space grenades do.
It's a sticky one. It sticks.
So
I throw it at his body. It sticks. It doesn't blow. I smile. I hold up the detonator, which is like a really janky looking piece of metal. Looks like it's been scrapped together, and I press the big red button on top.
And then
His viscera goes everywhere. Just everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
It looks like a red nebula.
Does Flea say? Does the camera zoom in on Flea, and he says, "Now that's a red nebula."
I
And
love
the music
Flea.
is all like, "Ta-da!"
oh boy, I could tell you
Josh just kind of watches, like you watch like an interesting firework display.
I could tell you one person who is not curious about all this and who is not really excited or jazzed to watch this situation.
Dahlia?
Dahlia's not having fun. She's not having fun. Well, I mean, the guy doesn't even know. The guy, he's not even aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
He heard an explosion, so he kind of thought he was about to blow up anyway. So, like, if anything, it kind of makes more sense. So yeah. Why is this song lower than every other song? Fuck it, I'll just put on these. No, I won't. I don't have my vibe for my songs. I don't remember like what songs are what. Because they're all new. My DJ skills are very confused right now. So, his viscera goes everywhere, as you so eloquently described. And by everywhere, Dahlia was just out of that range and gets kind of, I want to say, if you're in the room, you got blood on you. Yeah? Is that valid?
So, I mean, I'm fine.
I'm just imagining Flea with the detonator, and he presses the button, and then the camera just stays on Flea while this like blood just spatters on his face, and he's just grinning the whole time.
Yeah. Like,
It's just like off camera.
most skin is now covered in red, but that white smile still shining through.
It's there. Bosh, you get like a little like stray fleck on your cheek.
Just kind of squint and wipe it off and look at it and kind of shake my hand.
I was gonna say, boss, you notice the thing, but you don't notice the thing because you're in space. Space.
Maybe I feel a disturbance in the way.
Ah,
You are looking currently at the spaceships that you just blew the fuck up, and only now can you tell, because it's kind of the stadium has these, like, it has things in it, like it's open roof or whatever, but it's obviously not completely open roof, like you need air, right? So it's got shields and it's got its kind of own atmosphere going on, but it's all sort of hidden so that you can get the effect of like, hey, you're in a stadium that's open air and you can see the sky and stuff, but only now because all the debris is falling down upon the stadium. You see it's like falling in slow motion almost, and it's sort of pushing or drifting to the side as if it's sort of getting nudged as it falls slowly to one side or the other, as if there was a force field dome that is kind of pushing things away. Things are still falling. Things are still falling onto the stadium, but, you know, it looks real cool. It's slow motion, just like the flowers. How I was saying, they were falling in slow motion around the you know, from the hologram of the jungle and everything. Now there's just fire and debris, and it's just, you know, maybe it'll blend in. Who knows? What goes on? What even goes on down in the crowd? Because the pirates see this. The crowd does too. And Ada definitely does. She was just kind of dancing around thinking something was kind of weird, but now there's definitely stuff going on.
She can't like play it off as like a big part of the show because it's like up in the hologram illusion.
She can, but she needs to kind of like, she hasn't come to terms with it yet. So she kind of looks shocked but isn't saying anything. And like everybody's kind of looking up at the sky right now. She kind of looks a little bit horrified, and everybody else who either hasn't been roughed up by pirates or doesn't know what's going on is just like, hey, pretty. Bosch and Flea, Dahlia is like huddling in the corner, and she's trying to like get up, and she's holding her shoulder where she's bleeding from, and she's like kind of like really shaky and trembling and like breathing not so great, and sees you two, Flea covered in blood, and just what are you guys doing?
Bosch is gonna kind of hurry over to her and put his hand on her shoulder and kind of just try and send her some real good calm feelings.
Aww. Oh yeah, she's all bloody too, right? Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so she just, her breathing sort of comes back to normal. She starts to, so she kind of takes some deep breaths and thanks you and wants to leave the room, but she like gives Flea a very wide radius as she leaves the room. And she's just holding her shoulder that's bleeding, and she goes, I don't know what's going on outside. We have to see what's going on with Ada. Can you come?
Bosch follows.
I limp.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm gonna get on the comm and be like, so took care of the pirate ships. There are a bunch of pirates in the crowd roughing people up. So if you go out there, just watch out for that. Bunch of pirates. They're wearing these necklaces. They have blasters. They look like pirates. FYI. Over and out.
Thanks!
Killed today.
Dahlia looks at you guys when you're talking. She doesn't quite connect that you're talking on communicators, and then looks back as she navigates the corridors back towards the backstage area. And Ada sort of she's kind of, oh no, I think what she does is Dahlia kind of gets to the side of the stage and waves Ada over, and she pulls up something on her ring, her like hollow computer ring, and taps on some things, and Ada runs off to the stage towards her, but she leaves a holographic Ada there, who's just like, you know, keeping up appearances, hey, everything's fine, and just doing a little dance, and kind of goes through this like repeated dance that, you know, it's good for a little bit. People won't notice. There's lots of music going on. It's fine. And Ada runs over to Dahlia and like grabs her hands and just like, oh my god, what? You're covered in blood. What happened? What happened to you? What happened to her? And is just looking very intently at Flea and Bosch.
He used a grenade.
What?
There was a gun.
Told you not to blow up my fans, and you're blowing up my. You're blowing up Dahlia. What are you guys doing? What's going on? What's going on? What's
There was
going
a
on up
gun.
there? And she points up at the special fireworks up the sky.
He was trying to get her to use the computer.
What? Who?
Oh, he's
Him?
gone.
She points at Flea.
I mean, he's just gonna be like, no, hit him, and just point at the blood all over him.
What?
Oh,
Is this bad? Is this okay? Okay. Is this bad to the point like I should stop the show? Or is
Oh,
it
probably.
fine now? Is it fine now? Is it all fine now? Did you guys do the thing? And is it
It
fine
could be
now?
fine now.
I could be like, yo, those are just fireworks, and that's fine. It's all fine now.
Probably.
Okay. 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 In that case, I'm gonna okay, can you guys just like go hang for a bit, maybe get a coffee or something? I'm gonna
is there like a shower?
Not here. I'll have to show you later. Look, just hang. Just go back to the lounge, and I'll end the show, and I'll come back to see you guys. Okay?
I mean, yeah.
Have a good rest of the show.
Thanks. Thanks for helping, and thanks for not killing Dahlia. Oh God. And she takes her over to a place in the wings where there's like seats, and is like inspecting her.
So when we get to this loungy bit, just
You
for the
guys
sake
going
of
back to
flavor,
the lounge.
I mean, please go back to the lounge. He was told to go back to the lounge. He's going back to the lounge, but
Okay.
as just the flavor of what happens is that he's gonna go find some space napkins and start trying to like mop up the blood off of him.
Oh no.
So there's gonna be like 20 space napkins just crumpled up with blood all over them.
I like how they're space napkins.
Of course.
They're not just napkins.
You don't have, well, I mean, we are in space, Michelle.
It's true. They have to be space napkins. Everything's space something. Yeah, does anybody want to do anything before I do the thing?
I mean, the station's still full of pirates with fucking blasters robbing people. I feel like that could get sorted out
They did just see
before we call it a day.
their ship being their ship's being blown up, so there is a possibility there will be less robbing right now. But what Bosch, what did you want to do?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm gonna land the ship. I'll dock the ship. And I'm gonna come out with a heavy blaster. So she's like still doing the show.
She's letting a hologram take care of this right now while she hangs out and tries to calm down Dahlia off stage.
I'm gonna let the show play out, I guess. I'm just gonna hang out in like the hangar or like a hallway with a fucking like assault rifle blaster.
It's a good thing that you got that out because you hear many footsteps coming towards the hangar. Seeing as it's the only way that they'd be able to get to their ship at this point.
Ooh. Can I have like one of the Brojans just like set him up in the pilot area and like have the ship still like on and like all the guns are like pointing towards the doors.
Oh, yes. Yes, I understand, and yes.
Okay.
There's gonna be a crowd of them coming through. What are you gonna do?
So I'm assuming these are pirates, not random people coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna try to threaten him and be like, I'm gonna point my gun and all my ship's guns at them and be like, look, pirates, I blew up your dumb ships. There's no way off this station except in a body bag or in chains. And then I'm gonna like cock my gun at him. Blaster, damn it. And see what they do.
Okie doke. Let's do a command. And this is
Ooh.
definitely controlled because you have like 5,000 more guns than them.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my Phosian Starblood thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get all like fucking demonically imposing. There's like a low rumble and my eyes like flash pure purple and there's like energy coming out of them. My voice is like booming and I'm all like, lay down your arms or whatever.
Go like full space demon.
Yeah.
Space thaumaturgy is what you're saying.
I'm using space thaumaturgy, yeah. Controlled. I'm gonna push myself too because I don't have any points in this. So maybe controlled great? Standard?
Yeah, because I guess the maybe controlled great because I guess it's like if they don't do it, you're just gonna open fire.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll just shoot them with our billion lasers. So, like, it's up to them. Wow. Ooh.
What?
Wow.
Huh. How does this work?
I don't know. It's controlled. So nothing super bad happens.
Nothing super bad happens. And
Withdraw and try a different approach or seize a risky opportunity. So they aren't intimidated, I guess.
they're not super intimidated. They're kind of desperate at this point because they want to get to a shuttle that will take them out of here because all their shit just got blown up. And they know if they stay, they're fucked, and if they try and leave, they're fucked. So they're like, hey, what if we just escape though? Fuzz, fuck it, we're pirates. So I guess they just try to use their numbers and rush you.
Okay.
And I
I'm
think
gonna-
this is where it gets risky because you're gonna have to start shooting.
I'm gonna start shooting them, and I'm gonna have one of the Brosians start shooting them, and it's just gonna be a fucking ugly massacre, I guess.
Well, then it's definitely the warrior Brosian who's at the helm because he digs this shit.
Yeah.
All right, do the scrap thing. I guess this is scrap. This is like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, cause you have the weapon. You're not helming. The other guy's helming.
Yeah. Must be like leading a cohort.
Oh right, there's like a thing.
I think it would be our weapons quality, maybe, which is 1. So I would get
That
an
makes
extra
sense.
die from that.
Yeah. That makes sense because you have lots of
Crap.
guns.
Risky. It's still great because
Yeah, I'll
like
say it's
they're
great.
just
You-
gonna get
you
a
s-
ship, just
you
a
still have
full
a
ship's worth of
million
guns. And then I get 1 extra. Okay.
Nice, nice, nice.
And this is a little grim.
Yeah, it's kind of grim. Like, are you okay? What are you doing? what's your? You're just gonna shoot.
He's doing a flea, but with guns.
I mean,
It's true.
yeah, I had the heavy
Blasters?
blaster,
Blasters.
and
Apologies.
yeah, thank you. So I have my heavy blaster, and we have all the ships with particle cannons, I think they're called, like pointing at this entryway that they came in, and like we're just gonna start. As soon as they like make a move at us, we'll just start like rapid fire, billion guns, lasers at them.
It makes sense. It makes sense, and you start shooting, and some of them start running. Like the head of the crowd starts running at you. Like I said, they're gonna be like, "Fuck it, we're gonna use numbers for this." But then, especially the ones getting hit. So the ones getting hit by your rifle or your heavy weapon are like, they're getting like chunks blown off of them. And especially the ones hit by the ship's weapons is like they're just being vaporized. And yeah. And so at some point in this push to get towards your ship, the last half of the crowd is sort of like, they sort of realize, what the fuck are we doing? This is suicide. And they all scatter and kind of disappear back down the hallway. And you hear like running footsteps and yelling, and then it kind of gets quiet. Where are we? Oh, Bosch and Flea, hanging out in the lounge. The debris sort of falls gently, like the small pieces sort of make their way through the force field barrier, and they sort of fall gently down onto the crowd. And it blends in pretty nicely with the flowers. The holograms are solidifying back up again now, so you can't see the sky anymore. Well, you can. You could sort of see the remnants of the explosion, the two massive explosions through the translucent hologram sky. And as it comes towards the end of the concert, Ada comes back on and sort of like goes to wrap up. And she sort of she does her thing. She thanks people for coming. She plugs the cause. She says, she does a little speech about how the hegemony are bad, and how, free healthcare is good, and how we have to protect our rainforests and all that. And the crowd just seems, yeah, she's not very all together right now. She's like, you could tell she's really trying to pretend that this is all normal and fine, and then she's like, oh shit, like, I have to say stuff about, right, the hegemony's bad, and, they're stealing our medicines in the planet, and, just saying a bunch of stuff. But then people cheer, because anytime anybody says the hegemony's bad, they're going for it. And she talks a little about Amaranth and, how it's dangerous to have the government privatize healthcare and things like that. She gets her groove in the middle of it, and everyone just. I think the crowd's happy. There are some people who are like, "What the fuck? Like, that was a really shitty mosh pit. Like, who started that? This is a party, not a fucking like rock concert. What was it that?" So there's some people who are upset. Some people, but it's like a small percentage of the crowd. Most everybody had fun, and people kind of thought that, like, because the holograms were fading out, right? and it looked kind of like something was going wrong, but then there was fireworks. So it made sense that like, oh, that's so smart that they dimmed the holographic dome for like to show us the fireworks, and then the hologram came back up. Like, oh, that was so cool. Like, it's really cool how she incorporated real fireworks as well as, you know, holographic things. Like, people don't really use real fireworks so much anymore. It's like kind of dangerous. But like she's doing it. She's like sticking it to the man, you know? She's like, who cares if they're regulated and you can't really just, you know, make your own explosives in the sky. Like, she's a rebel. Like, she seems kind of ditzy, but she's a rebel. So she that's what people leave thinking from the crowd. Most everybody had a good time. Some people are missing their wallets and their expensive high-tech gear. But it's only some. It's only
Return some of those if we didn't blow them all up, maybe. Or blow them all up.
I'm thinking about the scale of like, it's like a lot of people, and if you find like one guy's watch, and you're like, hey, is this your watch?
Get like a roadie to set up a booth.
Lost and found.
Yeah.
You set up a lost and found. Aw, that's actually kind of cute. I like that. And she probably mans it too, and she kind of like pretends that this is normal. Like, oh yeah, I know, it got pretty rowdy tonight. Like, if anybody lost their stuff, like, come by here, and we have it for you.
Definitely not normal and a very regular procedure.
Definitely regular to have a lost and found at the end of a concert. But yeah, when she's done and the crowd's like, everyone sort of clears out, starts going home, the stadium gets empty again, and the roadies sort of start going around trying to like pack everything up. There's a bunch of medics hovering around Dahlia and checking out how injured she is. There are medics in the room underneath the stage just trying to be like, what? Why is there blood and no person? And everything's sort of like quieting down. Voss, does Voss know that he has to go to the lounge? Maybe Voss comes around and then Dahlia goes, thanks for fixing everything, please. I told everybody to go to the lounge.
Yeah, okay. Oof. I just like closed the door to the hangar that our ship was in, I guess. And I'm like, you're just gonna not want to go in there for a bit, I think. If you could send some people, it's gonna need a little cleaning. And then I'll scooch past it.
Okay. There's drinks in the lounge if you want to make yourself.
Yeah, thanks, bye.
Okay, bye, thank you.
That was really pretty.
That was really pretty. I'm like leaning on the couch with a purple nebula again. Just chillaxing.
This one's an unwind purple nebula.
And I like that this ends with everyone like all the people who work here kind of freaking out and scrambling to clean up. And like Ada's really fussing over Dahlia, and medics are around, and you guys are hanging out in this lounge just looking at the debris, just that it's still kind of the remnants of it's just slowly making their way to fizzle out. And like, hey, this was alright.
It's like the end of Ocean's 11,
Nice.
guys, at the back.
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
middle of all
man.
the chaos.
My throat hurts. I need to talk more.
Yeah.
Doing it.
I am doing it.
Yay!
That was something. Damn.
that was a thing.
There were lots of explosions. What we do now is
It's
see-
really pissing me off. Sorry to interrupt, but there's this song, the classical song that is like in my head, but I don't remember the name of it.
Uh-oh. That's
But it is like
frustrating.
perfect for this just general situation. And I'm just trying to remember.
Is it Ave Maria?
Maybe? Fuck, how does it go? Dun 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 dun. Just can't remember the fucking name.
Big spender? You're not thinking about Big Spender, are you?
Expender.
No, it's a classical song.
Yeah, it's a classical song, and I just can't remember what the fucking song was called. It's really pissing me off.
I don't even have any good classical anything on this. I'd have to go over to Spotify.
Okay, now you guys are going on regular place.
Cool. You know what we could do? Y'all just connect on my Spotify on Discord. And this will be our end music.
Dun.
Anyway, hi. It's the end
Hi.
of a job.
Yay.
There's some things we have to do now. Payoff. Job yields goodwill from the faction you did it for. Usually earns the ire of a faction that lost out on it. If you keep it completely quiet, then you get no faction decrease. No, no, no,
Well,
no,
well.
no.
Yeah.
No. You also earn cred based on the nature of the operation. I'd say it's let's say standard job. It's just hanging. So this is 6 cred, but is it everybody? Is it group cred?
Don't know. Because it can also go under like our ship funds, or you can just split it up personally.
I think maybe it's just group cred.
Yeah, I think it's 6 total.
Right. So it's like, how do you guys want to deal with the money?
I don't know how anything technical about this works.
Same.
Well, so we get 6 total, so we can each take 2.
Everyone gets 2 cred.
I also have a hole in my leg.
You also have a hole in your leg. We'll get to your hole.
Where does this cred go?
In the hole.
Stop.
Don't.
There's a cred thing on your character sheet next to the items
Um,
under armor and heavy and special.
oh, there it is. 2 cred?
2 cred.
Cool.
Heat. After a job or conflict, the crew takes heat in the systems that the job took place. 0 heat means completely quiet, others blamed. Smooth and quiet for 1 heat, low exposure. 2 heat contained, standard exposure. Bore, loud, and chaotic.
It's fairly contained.
would
There was an
say,
explosion
yeah.
like backstage and like outside the station, and
After the explosion, it was real quiet though.
Yeah. I would say it was contained because it's just.
like anybody who's gonna leave and talk about this doesn't know that something happened, basically.
True. So it was kind of contained.
It's like probably not gonna end up in the news or anything.
But then we have +2 heat for killing or massive property damage.
Probably that.
There was a bunch of that.
Or heat, yeah.
So please add 4 heat to the other system that you're in. Iota.
How much hate do we have? Oh, we have 3 in Breck. That's right.
So you guys left Breck, and then now you're blowing things up.
Do we lose one with Drexler's Raiders? Although that we killed all of them.
Not
So would they
all
know
of
to hate
them.
us?
The ones who are like smart enough to not rush a ship, but like I think they might not want to be Drax's Raiders anymore after this. So maybe it's fine.
I feel like it's in the spirit of things to like mark a faction whenever we do a thing, because otherwise like nothing interesting happens because we just stay at 0 with everyone.
It's not just decrease though. You can add an increase for something too.
Yeah, but that's like so we end up like getting really friendly with people and really bad with people, and it's interesting. But if we just don't do it, then like nothing happens.
Okay. Well then, do a. Goddamn! I need to like organize my sheets. There's too many. There's too many sheets. Do a -1 for Drax's Raiders because, goddamn. And a +1 for Vorax.
I think we have to do 2 jobs to tick it up, but we can say we've done 1 job for Vorax.
Okay, you done 1 job then.
Where are these? Sorry.
It's when you change the sheet, like where it says, like the button at the top. I forget what it says.
Faction mode?
Yeah.
Which faction did we do this with? I'm sorry, and one more time.
It's +1. Hang on. It's you did 1 job, like you could tick 1 job for Vorax, and then -1 for Drax's Raiders.
Okay.
-1 status with Drexler's Raiders.
Status, yeah.
+1 job for Vorax.
1D to consult the result in the column equal to the wanted level of
Fuck.
the system.
Nah. Getting coffee all over the place.
Oh no, I hate that.
And onto my stupid paper.
Entanglements can occur anytime for the next job. Some groups like to roll in the open so everyone knows what's about to hit them. Others let the GM roll in secret so it's a surprise. So this is for entanglements. So this is just like, you know, in between jobs, shit happens. And so this is the stuff that keeps shit happening to you guys. And it's basically I roll a dice and then something happens in between this job and the next job, and we have a fun encounter or a not fun encounter, who knows. And it has to do, it scales with your wanted rate, so you get worse, you get more and more intense encounters depending on how much you're wanted. Right now you're not. You just have some heat, but you're not at the point where you're wanted. So the stuff that we can get here is alright. It's It's all right. And I guess it's just a question of, should I roll it out in the open, or should I just do it for myself and then figure it out on my own?
I want to know.
I was gonna say do it yourself. I guess we can
Fine.
have Bora vote.
I abstain.
Well, you're the third
You're a
vote.
dick.
I don't know. Does it make a difference?
It doesn't make a huge difference. It's just if you want to be surprised when the stuff comes up, if you want to know what's coming.
Oh, surprise is fun. Surprise is always fun.
I also want to do that. So we'll you guys
Okay.
don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's fun.
We get
I
to do
won't even have to
downtime now,
pretend.
though. When you're at liberty
Yeah,
between
yeah, yeah.
jobs and find some respite from peril, you may pursue 2 downtime activities. During downtime, you may take additional actions by spending run cred for each extra action. So you get 2 free actions, and then if you want to do another one, you can spend a cred if you want. Oh my god, it keeps going to the fucking Beyonce. Okay, here we go. So, I don't know if you guys can see downtime on your sheets.
Just let me know when I can get rid of stress and or harm.
Yeah, so you can indulge vice and recover. Probably be your
I'm
two.
gonna
Are
put
we
it,
doing that
I
now?
put it in the I put it in the thing if you want to see the details.
Okay, engage in your vice and roll dice equal to your lowest attribute. What? I'm just gonna click the button that says indulge vice.
Yeah, it'll do it.
No bonus dice, I assume.
If you want to go with a friend or contact, you could get an extra die.
Do I want an extra die?
I mean, extra dice are always better. And I guess it depends how abstract we're being. Like, I don't know where you're, like, if your friend's in a different system, do we want to say that, like, it wouldn't be possible? Or is it all just, like, nebulous time where we could have, like, hopped over to his planet and, like, chilled with him?
My drones are my friends. Does that count?
I don't think that
Aw,
counts.
No.
As sweet as it is.
it's very sweet, but it doesn't count, Bora.
Does... I'm just gonna roll it.
Just roll.
Hey.
Nice. So you clear 5.
Okay, so I'm indulging real hard, and then I'm like, oh yeah, my leg is still...
Wait. Bora,
Yeah.
tell us what indulging your vice looks like.
Oh shit, okay, wait. It has to be specific to my vice, right?
Yeah, what is your vice? I forget. Remind us.
Luxury.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dude, can my de-stress be that I just buy like a space equivalent of like some sort of luxury Persian rug and just wrap myself up in it like a burrito and
Oh,
just
Jesus.
relax?
You're, like, really indulging in luxury
He's
in the most
literally
direct way possible.
physically indulging in luxury.
Just want to rub luxurious things on my body.
Jesus
I like that.
I actually really like
I'm so tired right now, guys. That this is the best I got.
No, it works though. It works for Flea, and I'm a fan. Yes, you can do that, Bora, and you can clear 5 stress.
Just burrito out for a while.
And with all your drones around you too.
Yeah.
And it's so nice. And everyone who walks by your room is just like, aw.
I
I
feel
walked by.
it's more
I-
concerned than that.
I walk by his room and I reach in and push the button on the wall that closes the door.
Aw. That's a good idea. Oh, but yeah, you're kind of bleeding.
Ah, she's all over the rug.
What do you
How
want to
do
do
I-
with your second downtime?
Yeah, how do I unfuck my leg?
Cover.
Yeah, you're gonna have to recover.
So this sucks, and I don't know what it means. Because it says roll ship's crew quality -1, but our crew quality is 0. So you would roll -1 dice.
I'm raising my hand. I'm raising my hand.
Hello,
right now.
yes, Michelle?
I gave you a doctor.
Oh, we do have a doctor. Well, what's his... Because, like, as an NPC, he would just sort of be part of our crew, though.
Yeah.
So, like... That explains how we can do it, but, like, numerically, it's still... I guess you would do the 2d6 and take the lower. Because I don't think you can
Oh, it
roll
says, or a
-1.
crewmate's doctor ability. You can use his doctor ability.
And
Yeah,
one-
but he doesn't have a doctor ability because he's not a real person. Like, doctor is a skill that real people have.
Well, roll with disadvantage.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Just roll 2d6.
So you mark 1 tick on your healing clock, which is below your health.
I don't know what that is. Do I go back down?
Wait, hang on.
Nothing happens right now. You have to
No.
fill your clock before you recover.
Where's the healing clock? I don't see it.
Beneath
I
the
also
harm, it says recovery, progress, then 1 through 6. So you're at 1 now.
Oh. I thought that was the harm. My bad.
No, the harm you write in the boxes. So you
Okay.
have level 2 harm, blaster wound or whatever. You can like type in there.
Oh,
see.
progress, yeah, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, so you still the thing is with this is like you still have a bullet wound. I guess that's what it's sort of like showing the progression of healing.
I got a band-aid on it now.
It's
that's
just
that's
it's
the
a nice
moral.
little band-aid.
It's one with a little bomb in it to commemorate.
Aw.
You can, if you want, you can spend 1 cred to up how much you healed. It wouldn't do much.
Nah.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
Do you want to spend any cred to do something else, or are we gonna leave Flea rolling around with a band-aid on his leg in a Persian carpet?
The second one.
Okay. Good night, Flea. And Voss closes the door very
No.
slowly. And Flea falls asleep on the ground, wrapped in a rug. Bosch or Voss, what do you want to do with your downtime?
Did you say you have a question? Lauren?
No.
It sounds like yes.
Okay, it sounded like you did.
No.
Are you
Come
sure?
on. Just tell
We
us.
all want to know.
No, I'm fine. Thanks, y'all. Kira, shush.
Do you know what you want to do with downtime, or should we do Voss?
I can't, cause like, isn't I? Sorry, I'm looking through the manual thing right now.
I pasted in the chat what the.
No, I know. I was looking at that, but I was looking at other things too. It's fine. Do something else with someone else. It's
Okay,
fine.
hey Voss, what do you want to do?
Okay, I'm definitely gonna indulge my vice.
Yeah.
I don't think I used any stress really, did I?
You used your way thing at least twice.
Yes, I did. Oh, that's
It could
okay.
be
Never mind.
4
just kidding.
stress. Yeah, I'm gonna indulge my vice. And I think if we have a little free time, I want to go down to Amarath. And I'm just gonna like do some way experimentation, or like I'm just gonna like go out to the like garden city they have and like open my senses to all of the energy of like the weird ass plants and stuff, and like see if I feel any weird like way energy, and just like soak all that good way energy in.
There's definitely some good energy. Not in the same way that Ada was talking about, like the good vibes, the good energy. Maybe it is the same way. Maybe that's what she
Well,
was talking
I'd like to
about.
think, yeah.
So yeah, let's do Vice.
Here we go. Oh, hell yes.
Oh, look.
It feels so good.
You feel great, and then you go down into, the jungle and feel kind of weird. There's a lot of confusing stuff here. Yeah, so I guess that's training. Is that what you're doing? Is that your second thing?
I will do training. I hadn't.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying that was.
No, that's how
No,
I indulge
that's
my
your
vice.
Yeah, never mind. I just made that connection.
But yeah, since I don't think I have anything else to do, I will just train, and I'll train my resolve, which is what Attune is under. So yeah, I'm just
Nice.
like learning more about the way out here.
Opening yourself up to the positive energy.
Well,
This planet has such
it's-
positive energy and it releases all your toxins.
I'm just like trying to meditate with these weird aliens and plants and stuff, and like fucking Ada's voice keeps like coming through.
Just release toxins.
Mm.
You should really get their green smoothies.
Damn it.
I'm really excited for the day that Michelle comes to LA, guys.
Am I gonna get the green smoothies?
This is
that
literally
release more
not a
toxins?
parody. This is literally not a parody. This is the real.
Oh.
It's life. It's scary.
It's only $60, but it's the best juice you'll ever have.
I bought 12 anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I know. Hey Bosch, what you doing? I think
Bosch
you
is-
said you had force.
There's
force
quite a
stress?
bit of stress, yes.
Yes.
So Vice things.
Vice things. Roll your vice, please.
Okay, he's weird. He's gonna do more things with his little like artifacty thing, cause that's what he does in his free time when he's not bothering what's his face. Okay. Where is indulge? Oh, I don't have it here. No bonus dice. Just go. Oh, why do I get what? Oh, okay.
You take the lower, but you're good. Oh. You overindulge though.
No, she had.
Oh.
I
She had
think you
4.
had more stress than you put down.
Oh, I did. I didn't. Sorry. Hold on.
Would you?
No, but no.
Wait? Does it? Wait. What? Sorry. It's 4 stress. 4 stress total. I redid it with the 4.
I mean,
What?
the roll doesn't change.
Oh,
you can
okay.
pick in the first one.
then I guess the first one's fine. I had 4 though.
Yeah, so that means that's an overindulgence. That means you're
Okay.
enjoying too hard.
Okay. No, what's that mean exactly, guys?
You make a bad call due to your vice in acquiring it or while under its influence. What did you do? Bender, reduce your stats by 4 or take 2 loan. Big talk, brag about your exploits, plus 2 heat, or lost. Play a different
page
character
is
till this one
this?
returns from their bender. It's on the.
I put it on the. It's on the one in
Oh.
chat.
It's actually on. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was looking. I saw that though.
I have a feeling the only one that makes sense is heat.
Yeah. But
You could just fucking disappear for a while.
I literally was gonna say he might. I kind of want him to go away.
Oh, okay.
that generally means like you play a different character.
Yeah,
You would have to like bring
but
someone
I'd have to
new
think of
next job.
I'd have to think of someone else, but I don't know because I'm just kind of like, I kind of want to like, I mean, make something. What's too lone? I'm curious.
I haven't read about it, but you can take loans, and they're like kind of bad, right? It's the
Yeah,
loans.
it means I guess you owe somebody something and you have to pay it back eventually.
There's like some mechanic for like it accruing interest or something, I think.
And then reducing my stash, like what is that actually mechanic?
That's paying
Mechanic.
cred.
Kira, shush.
But we don't have 4
Um,
stash, so
Okay, then I guess. Okay, I guess. But he's an intuition. Sure, bragged. Sure, to someone.
What was your vice? Again, that was
The
that was
problem
your
is the vice
cool-
was the weird thing.
That's fine. I
mean, someone
I
coulda-
can roll with that. No,
yeah,
no.
like felt it in the way.
Because remember when, sometimes you noticed it reacting when Voss
Yeah,
was
and
doing
it vibrates
things?
and stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at this point, so you're like indulging your stress and your vice, and you're kind of getting absorbed in this like, because it's like a puzzle thing that changes shape and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then you kind of you're really into it, and it's kind of moving almost despite you, but you're moving it and changing its shape and rotating things, and you get really absorbed in the way it moves, and you kind of, when you zone out, but you zone out, you hear something,
Oh.
and you kind of don't really, like, you're still sort of staring at the way that the puzzle is moving around, and then you hear something, and it's a voice, but it's like kind of far away, and you kind of come back to yourself when you realize, wait, the voice is coming from your puzzle, and you realize that the puzzle is moving on its own, and as soon as you realize it, it falls to the ground and stops moving. Seems fine,
Oh.
though. Just increase your heat. That's fine.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. What do I do with my stress now?
You can get rid of it.
Like all of it?
Yeah?
Is that how that works? Okay, cool.
Yeah. You can get rid
Great.
of all of it.
It's heat. It's fine.
It's just you have more heat.
Where the hell's the heat? Oh, wait. For the heat for
Iota.
increase it by 2.
By 2.
Cool. It's fine.
Did you want to do something else?
No. Just bother Ishtal.
Well, you get 2. You could train if you don't have anything like special in mind.
You can
I
train
can
by
just,
bothering
like,
Ishtal
throw
and,
your
like, just
downtime away.
Isn't that training though?
I guess it is training. You can use him as
Like,
training.
can't I hone my skills and stuff?
You can hone your skills.
Yeah.
What
Ooh,
skills?
ooh. I kind of wanna. Hold on. Looking at my sheet.
I can imagine some fun scenarios this works in.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually really just want to bother Ishtal.
well, it depends on what you want to improve your XP in. Because if you want to improve your prowess, I can imagine you just like following him.
Oh
around and
yeah,
copying him.
1,000%. I was just gonna, follow him and like fuck with him in like little ways. Ways.
I can't deal with this.
But I mean, literally with ways.
This is true, actually. You're like lifting. He's like in his workout room. You're like lifting dumbbells alongside him with your brain. And he's not a fan. Yes.
Or like when he's like like, you know how like Bosch crawls through the vents and stuff. Like when he's like doing whatever, like maybe there's random winds, maybe there's voices. It's just fun.
You know, when Bosch just is in the vents like he does. So you can throw
It's
in
a
an
big ship.
XP
It lends itself to it.
for that.
Neat.
Speaking of XP,
God damn it! Where's the? Is that just the little dot? I get confused.
it's the one like it's beside
like the
prowess. It's the
Bars.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Cool.
yeah.
We also have to pay ship upkeep,
Oh yeah, this is true.
which is just one. We can just take that out of our
Stash.
ship cred.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 in like our communal right now, so I'm just gonna take that.
Sure. Crew XP. Let's do crew XP in general. For each below, mark 1 XP if it happened, or 2 XP if it happened multiple times. You executed a successful job that opposes hegemonic dominance. You contended with challenges above your current station. You bolstered your crew's reputation or developed a new one, or you expressed the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
I mean, we didn't directly fight the hegemony, but we made sure an anti-hegemony concert was successfully carried out. So I want to say yes for that.
Yeah, Ada did get to do her fuck the hegemony speech at the end, and it got to a lot of people, so. It does oppose their dominance.
Was it a challenge above our current station?
Well, our current station isn't that high, so maybe.
Yeah, we're like 0
Yeah.
rating, so technically anyone we fight is above us.
This is true.
We were just three dudes against a whole bunch of pirates. We could even, depending on how like granular we want to be, we could do 2 for that, for like multiple instances where we were outnumbered. I'm gonna give us 2 because I want us to.
Yeah, I'll say 1 for the first one, 2 for the second one. I think you bolstered. Did you bolster your crew's reputation? I mean, I think I have to say 1 for the bottom 2 as well.
Yeah. So that's it. We
So
leveled
you
up.
guys mark some XP, and you leveled up.
We got
Yay.
exactly 8, or however many. Ooh, so now we can shoot some stuff.
Wait. Or
Where
I
do
guess
I
you
mark
can.
that? I hate these sheets, guys. I hate these sheets.
They're kind
They're
of confusing.
totally fine.
Are they though?
I don't have any problem with them.
Well, since you don't have any problem with them, where do I mark that?
At the bottom on playbook advancement for the crew section. But you don't have to fill it up now because we completed a level, so it's clear again.
Neat.
Did that mean you get an ability?
We can. Oh, okay. First, each crew member gains stash equal to 2 plus crew quality. So we got a little money.
Oh, nice.
So we each get 2 cred.
Nice.
Everybody gets 2 cred from leveling up.
Secondly, your crew gains one of the following: 2 upgrades, any 2 boxes among modules and crew ship upgrades, or 1 special ability, or 1 crew quality, but it requires 4 times the new crew quality in cred,
Oh, jeez.
or 1 ship quality.
Oh, there's a clock section. I just realized you can make your own clocks.
So we can get 2 of any like square box. That's like auxiliary or ship gear or training or crew gear. Get any two of those. Or like we could get the coherence cannon or the targeting computer.
Didn't you want something from the fire drake?
Like a, what do you mean?
Oh, you have the fake transponder. Oh, did you get the landing bay as well?
That was our
Yeah.
first thing. So we can get any two of those, or one of the special abilities, or a ship quality. I think an ability or some of these upgrades would be cool.
I think abilities are cool, but I also think that people are fading out, so I might write some stuff down and then we can actually I have an idea.
I second that.
I was gonna say, I think Bora's dead.
I have an idea. And we can choose I have a way to do this through text. So we can choose special abilities for the fire drake through text. I want to do people experience. So mystics addressing challenges with wisdom or the way, and mechanics. Did you address a tough challenge with technical skill or ingenuity?
I mean,
It's real subjective.
yeah,
It
man.
definitely doesn't say and ingenuity, which is good here.
I mean, it was. I mean, I didn't use a blaster,
There was a certain, yeah.
No, you did use a blaster.
but I mean, not ineffectively.
You did that little stunt where you were like watching yourself run in the dark with your drone. That was technical skill.
Wisdom or the way? I think you guys both did the way shit.
We each did the way at least twice. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you guys get 2. I'll give Bora 1 because he's fun. And everybody, did you express your beliefs, heritage, drive, or background?
Not really.
Well, you didn't shoot the guy in the head, which was nice.
Oh,
Or you didn't
that
make the
wasn't-
guy shoot himself in the head. That was surprising.
I expressed my belief in blowing up someone who is working for the hegemony.
Oh, you definitely did the thing. And I think Voss expressed his belief in flying around like a badass.
I think there were multiple instances of like, maybe this just feels special to me because I'm normally like a terminus type, but like I gave everyone a chance to not die before I had to
This
kill
is
them.
very true, actually. I did enjoy that. And like you cared about people getting robbed.
No.
Yeah. It wasn't even, I didn't care about killing the pirates in the mosh pit so much as I didn't want to ruin Ada's concert because like if people
Aw.
start dying and that's like people are probably gonna freak out.
This is I need a moment to get used to this.
To not
This not
killing everyone?
This not soulless terminus type.
I mean, it's just like one step removed
He's
because it was like I'll make a tiny effort to not kill someone,
he
and then
has
like
he has
No.
feeling instead of no feelings. And that's nice.
I did take part in just a small
Ow!
massacre at the end.
Yeah, just one feeling. Just feeling. He doesn't have feelings. He has just one.
Yeah. Oh, and I used my Votion junk. It's kind of a
yeah.
heritage.
I'm gonna give everybody 2 for that one because you all play your characters very characterly. Like you're very you're very good. You're very good with being true to your characters, and I quite enjoy that. So everybody gets 3 XP, and I like you. And I probably should wrap this up because people are dying.
3 3 for that, and then
You get 2 for that.
2
You
for.
can only get 2 max per.
Oh man, I'm like 1 away. Was there something else we got XP for? Did I imagine that?
That was the crew stuff, but you got
Oh,
that
okay.
already.
It's
Don't
crew
worry
stuff.
about it. I'm gonna let everybody go so that we don't fall apart. But thanks
Oh.
for hanging.
Thanks,
Yeah,
y'all.
I'm almost asleep, but this was good.
Go.
This was good. Good night, Bora.
Bye, Bora.
Have positive times.
Oh, just go.
Hi, Bora.
I'm so sleepy.
Positive times.